What's up, everybody out there?
I waved. I have no idea if you could see me.
They cannot.
Cool. No, I waved at you people.
How's everybody feeling tonight? I guess not very good. Oh, okay. Squire's feeling goodish.
Goodish is something.
Better than badish.
That's true.
Are we loud enough? Can everybody hear us? Are we drowned out by the tunes? Hey, Calvin from the Win with Dice podcast. Hello, hello. Oh, Squire, I was doing that, was it 2 weeks ago, and getting them together. Ugh. Some people, like, I was out for like a day and a half. My girlfriend was out for a day. My roommate was fine the next morning. It was BS.
I usually feel I live in a state where it's going to be hard for me to get one of those next time I want one.
Yeah.
But usually when I get them, I'm like, I feel like I have a minor cold the next day, but I'm not like out.
Yeah, I mean, by out, I mean I am feeling like just so exhausted that I don't want to do anything. So I usually take off
That's
work.
fair. I usually, like, for me the next day, it usually, like, if I didn't know I would just, if I wasn't aware I had just had a COVID shot, I would like go take some allergy meds because that's what I would assume it is.
Sure.
Although sometimes my allergies are very bad. Fuck cedar.
Yeah.
Rachel,
I just realized I have my camera less zoomed in now, but so you can see my Rolaren on the wall. I mean, not really, but that's
Rolaren. It's very small.
Yeah, I was gonna say you cannot really see it, but I can be able to point it out now. Hey, it's Callan, the one and only Ignite. Oh, thank you.
Squire, I feel that. It's been so long. I say that it's been a very long time since I've been to Schlitterbahn.
I was like, I don't even know what that is. Is that a Texas chain? I know what Whataburger is.
No, it is a water park.
Oh, well, all right. At least that's a little more unique.
That's why I was like, "There's no way RC has correctly guessed what Schlitterbahn is."
Listen, it sounds like a German restaurant. I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. This part, Central Texas, is very German. Like,
yeah,
that is an actual fact.
Me too.
Me too, but German, but also Jewish. So they didn't want me there.
Yeah.
Or my family.
I was like, we all have complicated histories. I'm German and Italian.
Ooh.
Anyway, on that wonderful note.
Fair, Callan.
Oh, yeah, I could see it. Welcome to our 7-year anniversary. Thus begins year 8 of Mayhem Cast.
My lucky number.
Is it, 7 or 8?
That is true.
Or...
8.
Oh.
My birthday's
hopefully
November
that means
8th.
good things.
Yeah, my birthday's November 8th. That's like...
That doesn't automatically make it your lucky number.
I mean, no, but once I say it's 8, I think it's a pretty obvious guess. And also, quick happy birthday to my dad, because for some reason we started this podcast on my dad's birthday.
I was gonna say, to be fair, we released the first episode on your dad's birthday, so that was a problem that 8 years ago I made, or 7 years ago I made.
Yeah, I did, because I remember I was telling my parents this. I was like, "Oh, cool, that's my dad's birthday," but they still lived in another country at the time, so I didn't foresee that becoming an issue in the future.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's also kind of fair that you were the only cast member that was able to make it tonight, as you are both the only remaining original cast member who's also still the original character they started with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Rachel is a universal constant for us. Please don't leave.
Is it Rachel or Ruby?
Yes.
I believe at some point when all that was going down, I said, "Thank God, I still want to play Ruby." Like,
Oh, I would have had an absolute like just. I think I would have had a breakdown if you were like, I think I'm also leaving and or changing characters too. I'd be like, I don't have the narrative quality with which to tie up these loose ends and start new ones.
that is completely fair.
Season 3 stretched me to my limit in that way. Oh my god!
Oh.
Surprise showing by Dan. Maybe. I assume you're on your. I assume he's on his phone.
If you start talking shit about Dan changing characters, he shows up.
I don't know. Oh, I don't know if we actually get a bit of Dan here. He's on the road. Oh, I knew he was in his. Are you in a fucking car?
Yes, I'm in a car.
Are you driving?
No, Marissa's
okay.
driving.
Hi. All right, good. You're not allowed to join this while driving. Well, we're live right now. If you didn't realize.
Yeah.
I don't know how to see the chat when I'm. Wait, I don't know if there is anything happening here, but yes, I was like, oh, I have to at least join. I'm 3,000 miles away. You can't doubt my commitment.
Although you're you're 2,600 closer to me.
Yeah, give or take.
True.
Yeah.
I assume you're also closer to me. I kind of forget where you are, Dan. Like
Pennsylvania.
Well, right now I'm in like.
Okay.
Sorry to dox you. Sorry to dox you just now, Dan.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where I live, so you can dox me here all you want.
Well, not to mention Pennsylvania's a pretty large area.
He's in a moving vehicle. You can't catch him.
All right.
Yeah, he can't hit a moving target, bitch.
Yeah,
we were just
also not closer to me.
We were just talking about how we're starting year 8. How it's been 7 years of doing this. How Rachel, I said it was fitting that Rachel showed up for the show as she's the only original cast member who's also their original character still. And then you showed up.
Yeah, exactly. Talk shit, get hit.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. I said we start talking shit about Dan changing characters, and Dan shows up.
Yeah, he's psychically aware of when we're lightly ribbing him.
Yeah.
It's my shit talking tingles.
But also, yeah, it's I said that if Rachel had also tried to change characters at the same time or leave the show, I would have had an absolute breakdown.
I said that at the time, and I was like, "Thank God, that I still want to play this character."
Hey, whoa, Callan. Yardak is not gone. He's just not a focus character of the show anymore. He didn't die. That was deliberate.
Yeah, he's out there clapping some fish cheeks right now. Him and
Yardak
were having a great time.
I also would like a round of applause for everyone that I never gave away that Dan was changing characters.
Oh yeah, no, good on you and everyone who was able to keep those production secrets, because sometimes the lead between when we do something and when it actually goes live is long. Dan, can you turn the volume down just a little?
Oh yeah.
I had to keep the secret about Saba coming back the first time for so long.
Yeah. So
because I had also figured it out before we'd ever recorded for part of it, but
yeah. So I'm also, since today we're kind of focusing on the main show, I do just want to take a moment to recognize all of the other things that have happened within the last calendar year for the Masks and Mayhem universe. We had our Equinox solo stream back in February of 2025. We did the Samurai Snails for charity with Control Alt Quinn. House Van Helsing had their Veil is Thin. That was back in March. They've been trapped in hell since March.
Oh, that feels fitting for this year, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We had the Sticky Steve adventure, Thicker Than Water. And we also did the Mayhem Cast draft on my birthday.
Is that getting titled? Because that's disgusting.
What was that?
What?
I didn't realize that's what the Sticky Steve adventure got titled, because that's fucking gross.
Blood's thicker than water, and he fights his brother.
Yeah.
And also he's sticky.
I thought you said it's thicker than water.
No. It's just, the title is Redacted Rangers, Thicker Than Water.
Yeah, we just... Okay,
but then,
we're gonna keep that one up top here.
We did the draft on my birthday. We had our Ignite adventure with Ignite and Bone Man. Yep, and where he also went to
Also
hell.
went to hell.
And then we had our follow-up Sticky Steve adventure featuring Calvin as Overcharge once again, along with Brandon as Sticky Steve, and we brought back Joe as Tattitude. So that was a nice little adventure.
I just want to point out that I accidentally took Ignite's bike to hell with me.
Yeah, that's gonna rule. Which we'll finally be getting the conclusion to that at the end of this month.
Yay!
But I think with that, I think we're probably going to go into listening to the season 3 finale, Annular Eclipse of the Heart, a totally original name that is not based on anything at all.
Yes. How are we doing, like, commentary-wise? Are we just sticking to the chat?
Yeah, we're just going to stick to the chat.
Cool.
Dan, I'm turning your mic down because you're very rumbly right now.
I don't think I can
You are, in fact, in a car.
Yeah, you know, it would be fair of me to drop and let the stream be the stream, and then I can get a TLDR from you guys later.
Well, yeah.
Because
you're welcome
to be in the comments now.
Yeah. Dan, first off, traveling without headphones is crazy work, so good luck with that.
Wait, did you travel without headphones?
Well, I mean, like, I have my AirPods, but they're back at the house.
Yeah, I don't leave my house without those on my person.
Oh, that's less insane than what I thought. That's less insane. Although you take a lot more public transport than I do.
Yeah, I'm in a car. The car has a radio.
I yap too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got this one here yapping in my ear.
I don't always leave the house with these.
Well, yeah, those are huge. AirPods are tiny.
Yeah, I don't have AirPods. These are my main.
Well, yeah, Rachel, I think we established before that you would lose them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. That's why I don't have AirPods.
All right. AirPods talk aside.
The ADHD would win, and I know it.
I believe that we are going to go live with Chapter 89. So, Dan, I hope you have a great rest of your night.
Have fun.
Oh, yeah. Yep, we just went to the movies. I'm going to go home, and I'm going to have some drinky poos.
All right. Well, happy anniversary, buddy. Oh, he's gone. Well, that sounds about right. All right, friends. Well, let me know if you can't hear us. Like, put it in the chat once I start the video. And when I start the video, I'll have us go off cam. So yeah, just put it in the chat if you can't hear anything. And let's enjoy an episode, and then we'll be back to do some character creation within Mutants and Masterminds 4th edition.
Oh, I was saying I haven't really looked at 4th edition at all, so I'm excited.
Yeah. All right. So let me just turning off my cam. And
okay, let me try. I can try.
sorry, y'all, give me one moment. It is fighting me now for screen sharing. Let's see if this works.
That is very rude.
Yeah, it wants to screen share, but it won't.
I also right now wish I had a profile I got on Street. It's usually not an issue.
Yeah, it will only share browser stuff. That's super cool. I've got a plan for that though. And hey, we're all learning as we go sometimes, right?
That's how life be sometimes.
Let's see. Can I get into here? Yes. We'll see if this works. Screw it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
I
You
never
have
want
to do it like Bill O'Reilly.
I don't have to do anything like Bill O'Reilly. How dare you?
That's the only thing.
That's the only thing.
You have that because you're mocking Bill O'Reilly in that case.
That's fair. That's fair.
And you should always mock Bill O'Reilly.
That is true. At any given opportunity, if you're not, that's not praxis.
True story. When my dad, my dad was, in the military. Fox News was on. Bill O'Reilly always gave me like the ick, and as a kid, I could never explain like why. But like when all that stuff came out about it, my dad was like, guess it was woman's intuition of Rachel being like, no, away.
Also, just want to say hello to Blake Warrens. I'm not sure if we've seen you in our chat before. No, Callan. Bill O'Reilly is not the guy who owns O'Reilly Auto Parts.
No, I have no idea who owns that. Bill O'Reilly is not on the news anymore because he's a creep.
Yeah, former Fox News sex pest.
Yep.
But now I have the O'Reilly's theme stuck in my head, so thanks, Callan.
Yeah, the O'Reillys is not counter. It's not like the Taylor Swift is still stuck in my head.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, then I know who you are. The DM of life. All right. I am, my workaround for this is to upload to Google Drive and then share the Google Drive tab. Because it will let me share a tab with audio. I will not call this system the best, though it is very ironic that literally moments ago I got the notification that I was charged for this month's StreamYard. The universe has a certain sixth sense of irony, but I also might feel that way because I've been watching the Final Destination series.
That's fair. Yes, the song stuck in my head is in English. This is true, Callan.
Oh, Callan, do you have like why do I imagine it's an anime theme song? I'm sorry to put that on you, but that's what came to mind when you said that.
I mean, it seems right.
Yeah, sorry, pal.
I mean, it seemed more likely than like Despacito being stuck in Callan's head.
Well, now that's in my head. Thanks, Rachel.
Haha.
Oh, come on.
What is it doing?
I uploaded it, and now it's saying this is still being processed. Please try again later. Check again later. But I don't want to check again later. I want to check again now.
I want it now. It's the Digimon theme, so we were right.
Yeah. I mean, I also really shouldn't be surprised that it's Digimon. Callan loves Digimon.
This is true.
Oh, this is
I'm also just going to ask this out loud because it's easier. So when we do finally get that going and I'm just in the chat, I should just be in StreamYard from the Mayhem cast account and just put Rachel? That's
why not?
Okay, cool.
What an excellent choice.
I mean, that's great. To be fair, I love the implication that I get to choose what's stuck in my head. I'm good with the Taylor Swift, but it's often not a choice.
No. It's definitely a choice. Why would you mislead us to say otherwise? ADHD is completely controllable. I've heard it's a superpower.
Yeah. It's a superpower with a bunch of monkey paw shit.
As many of them are.
Yeah. We're doing the finale, right?
Correct. Yeah, we're doing the season 3 finale.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
Callan, I wouldn't say stuck in my head at all times. Honestly, for me, not even very often.
Callan, yes, I do, basically.
I mean, I guess
Like-
it would be nicer than the intrusive thoughts.
I mean, those are there too, just to be clear.
Great, you contain multitudes.
Yeah. This is why I have to listen to stuff as I fall asleep. My brain doesn't turn off. Like, someone reading a Reddit story to me is better than my own thoughts. I don't want to live with those. Like, oh yes, exactly, Colin. Oh no, the intrusive thoughts are still there.
Ripperoni.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I can't do ASMR. The clicky clacky does not do it for me. I need it to be like someone's reading me a bedtime story. So like a podcast, someone reading a Reddit story.
Great, I tried uploading to YouTube, which also says, we're processing. Check back later. Mother.
I think the Google Drive will eventually work. I've done that. I've done that with Hyperbeam before to watch something. On the you're aware of Monday Movie Night. You're sometimes there. There was a Hallmark movie we wanted to watch, and I found it on YouTube and I downloaded it. And then by the time we wanted to watch it, they were like illegal off, and I was like, okay, I'm uploading it so we can watch it.
Damn, they beat you to it.
Well, the reason I had downloaded it, I was like, this is not staying up there. There's no way.
Oop. All right. We might be ready.
I don't get the tingle. That's my problem with ASMR. Like, if I got the tingle, I would get it. I do not get the tingle. Okay.
No, wait. Oh, there we go. I think I got it.
Okay.
It would be nice if this thing would play nicely, but okay.
How dare you expect it to do something nice for you, RC?
Yeah. All right, friends, let's try this one more time.
Yeah. I'm
right.
gonna mute myself again.
Same. The following episode contains strong language, crude humor, and violence.
Previously on Masks and Mayhem.
It's at that moment that the door to the shop bursts open, and standing in the doorway is...
a none too plus 6 foot brown-haired, green-eyed man. Name's Trevor.
Codename Equinox. Oh, magic user.
And as I answer him, I want to pick up the box that was on the counter and start turning it over and inspecting it in my hands.
Yeah, so you've kind of examined it, and as you're touching it, you can just feel magical energy radiating off of this thing. When you look around the room, you can detect some magic on other items, but it is really just pulsing out of this thing when you touch it. You've got this meeting with Alice Payton. Since the events with she kind of flips through some pages, the Frequins, there's been kind of a bit of a change. Going forward, SAS is going to be in Riverside City with a more permanent presence now, and we've kind of been given full jurisdiction for anything involving alien activity.
I run out the door with my bow drawn.
And you see this kind of black glob as it begins to peel back, revealing the alien form of Naren Betrus.
I run out and I go, don't shoot.
And he's on the ground and he looks very injured. Tried to get here as fast as I could. Equinox, you notice just a quick pulse of energy. As Ruby, you experience a vision.
Oh my god.
Ruby, you see the Chakotay Mountains, and they are on fire. This inferno lights the horror around you. You look down, and you see the bodies of Yardak, who is cut in half, and the crafter who is missing both arms. Looking to your right, you see Hyperact laying face down in a pool of blood. Ulrich Ivanson, aka Bloodhound, is missing a leg and crawls towards Beowulf's fallen pistol, which lays alone on the ground. Moments later, a trio of werewolves descend on him. Nearby, you see Hornet, her helmet off as she is dragged away screaming by a pair of vampires. And you see Equinox, blasted against the back of a tree, falling lifelessly onto the ground. You swing your sword, cutting down two smaller horned demon-looking creatures. Suddenly, you feel your body lifting, surrounded by red energy. You slowly rotate in place, till you are facing a robed figure with its hand raised. The hood falls back, revealing a mad, cackling, blood-covered face of Serena the Sorceress, as she raises her other hand to the sky, turning the clouds a blood red. As you're unable to react, she takes your sword from your hand and plunges it deep into your belly. As you wake from the vision, back outside the laser hut, holding the unconscious body of Naren Betrus.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
And from your perspective, again, Equinox, Ruby went close to this alien guy who crashed, and you saw a pulse of energy go between them when they touched.
I knew she was going to come eventually. My god, is he the only one out here with me, or is Hornet there too?
Hornet is there as well.
Betrus is just like out, right?
Correct, yeah. He is unconscious, his smoldering body laying in your arms.
We have to... Oh my god, he just showed me a vision and it was awful.
I mean, that didn't feel like magic, but what just went on?
That is Naren Betrus. He's an Aldrechi. I'm half of the alien species he is. Or half, I don't know. It's not like I wasn't born that way. It's really hard to explain. Assume this has to be a vision of a future because I don't know why he would show me that if it wasn't. But it was Serena the Sorceress.
Yeah, actually, Equinox, you would be rather familiar. And as the Azure Coven that you hail from was specifically formed due to Serena's mother, Mira the Mystic. You have not met her or anything, but you would be aware of her.
Oh, that bitch. I've heard the name.
Everyone was dead around her. All of you, all of my allies, you two were. And I think I kind of reach out and touch Hornet to be like, you're still alive.
Hornet puts her hand over top of yours. Hey, I'm right here.
We have to call people. I don't know. I try to remember. It was everyone. It was y'all, Yardak, the Crafter, Bloodhound, Beowulf, Hyperact. God, there might have been more, but it was just so much bloodshed around me. And she stabbed me with my own sword. I think I go to call Union and I go, oh God, do I need to call SAS if this is from an alien?
You don't need to.
It was from an alien, but not about an alien. You know what? Can I do a call where I bring in both Kevin Lewis and Ruth Day?
It's called a conference call, my friend. You can do that.
Hey, Lewis here. Who am I on with?
This is Visual Aid. I also brought Ruth Day in.
Hi.
By the way, Hornet and Equinox are here.
Hello.
Naren Betrus just crash landed in front of the hut and gave me a horrifying vision of Serena the Sorceress killing me and a bunch of my friends.
Visual. Stop talking.
Why? What?
I can't know this. SAS already knows. They're already inbound. You didn't hear that from me. They saw him coming down.
Okay.
Lewis chimes in. Ruby, what? Tell me about the vision. Don't skip that part. Tell me about the vision.
There was fire. I forgot to tell you guys about that. The Chakotay Mountains were on fire, and she was killing me and my allies. Used my own sword and plunged it into my stomach.
And you hear Ruth go, ugh.
I think they must be coming in the future or something. I don't know why he would come and show me that vision if that's not what was happening.
Wait, does Naren Betrus get visions?
No, not as far as I know. Why would he show me this? And he said he came as fast as he could.
I've got to jump off the call. Ruby, you have 5 minutes.
I guess, should we go?
Are we trying to be SAS fugitives?
I mean, it's probably not a good idea. I'm trying to remember, how good is our working relationship with SAS?
It was a little prickly, but I mean, we're fine.
Technically, I would argue the two of you don't really have one.
Yeah.
Would we be able to get Naren Betrus out of here before they get here, though? And then we can just have a conversation? Because I feel like they're going to fucking Area 51 his ass.
I want to protect him. I don't know. But also I don't know much about alien physiology, so I don't know how to help him. I mean, he's completely out right now.
Okay, kind of like Day. I can't be on this call if you're gonna try and move him. I didn't hear anything like that.
Okay.
Call me once you've made your next step.
Okay.
I'll start rallying troops though.
Okay. Stas has been trying to show us that they're trustworthy, and maybe this is how we have to show that we trust them. Let's move him inside and not just leave him outside at the ground.
Hornet lifts up one of her gauntlets and kind of zaps it and says, I could try and wake him up.
It wouldn't hurt. He's already unconscious.
Okay. God, I wish we had a healer.
All right. And she leans down and like just zaps him lightly. He doesn't really move. It, like adjusts it. She goes, all right, I'm only gonna do this one more time.
Clear.
And he pops awake. He still looks very weak and he goes, Ruby.
I'm here. I saw whatever you were trying to show me. Were you getting a vision? What was that?
It was a message from Meg. She sent me here to pass it along psychically.
Oh, that makes way more sense. I didn't think you got visions. Oh God. And Meg's visions tend to come true, right?
Yes.
Oh God.
But I was not in the vision, which means we don't know if this plays out the same.
That's true.
I came under fire on the way here, but I maintained my ship long enough to reach you.
Who was firing at you?
I was caught unawares by some Varmite scouts.
Is there anything I can do to help you heal? I'm despite being half Aldrechy, part Aldrechy, I'm not exactly sure what the percentage is. I'm not that familiar with the physiology.
I'll need time to meditate to regain my strength.
Okay.
You see a couple of silver SUVs pull up with the SAS logo on the side. And out steps Alice Payton, the 6-foot-tall, muscular leader of the Supervillain Assault Specialty Squad. And she's flanked by a couple of other agents.
Turn away from them and I'm just like, mask. I don't think the HUD is open. I don't think that the big doors are open.
Well, there's like a garage door that the van comes through.
Yeah, I think the garage doors are closed.
If you're inside, the doors are closed. And you see this on the security cameras then. Already some of the agents and like science people are like examining the spot where Naren crashed.
Stay here. I'll go out and talk to them first. Is there also like a normal door?
Yeah.
I walk outside. No one's in there right now.
You see Alice turn towards you, kind of like wipes some of the hair out of her face.
My hands are kind of up, trying to show like I'm not making any swords.
Oh, visual aid. It's hello. Didn't expect to see you here.
To be honest, where else would I be right now? This stuff always finds me.
So you said there's nothing in the wreckage. You already examined it, or did you see someone?
Yes. He's inside. It's someone that I know.
I see. So it's extraterrestrial contact we've had before then.
Yes. They were a little aware of Darren Betris.
At the end of the day, you don't know what they know.
How much information does SAS have about the warning you were given about the Varmite attack?
I believe we have a preliminary intelligence report, and she kind of reaches into her car, pulls out like a clipboard, starts flipping through. And Al Drecci, we have it listed as ambassador, gave us the warning, right?
Yes. Okay. He's inside.
Okay, and that is Naren Betris.
Yes. He crash landed and gave me a vision from a different alien that we know. And it was real bad.
I see. And that was the express purpose of this contact, is to pass that message along?
Yes.
Can I speak with him?
You can come inside. He was extremely injured, and I don't know if Hornet had to literally shock him because he was unconscious.
And you see her stop one of the agents and whisper something in his ear, and she goes to follow you.
I honestly don't even know if he'll still be conscious when you go inside. He couldn't move.
Please lead the way.
And I walk in with her. Naren?
Yes, Ruby. At this point, he has his eyes closed.
I think he's meditating to try and heal. This is the head of SAS, Alice Payton. I was just telling her that as far as I'm aware, the only reason you came was to give me the message from Meg.
Correct. He raises his hand in just a very weak hello wave. And Peyton walks up, and you can see that she's kind of examining him, kind of getting an up close look at him. And she looks over at Equinox and goes, "New guy?"
Yep.
I give her like an awkward wave. Yeah, I don't really know what's going on, but this sure is an interesting Tuesday.
What a time to join.
You look familiar. Have we met before?
Nope, can't say that we have. I guess I just have one of those faces.
From a America's Most Wanted poster.
Or because I'm just so handsome.
Peyton looks at Naren and goes, "I'd like to get you moved to a medical facility, get you whatever you might need."
What kind of medical facility?
We have a field office in town now, and it has some of our medical equipment and some of our medical staff who may be able to use what we've gleaned from the different records to be of use if anything were to go wrong. You've seen him meditate before for injuries, and he seems to heal pretty quick. He still looks very weak, banged up, and burned.
Do you have a phone I could leave with him? I just want to make sure he can reach me if he needs to. He looks really bad.
I'll let him use mine, or here, and she gives you her number.
Thank you. It's not just because this is SAS, but you hear stories of aliens disappearing. I just want to make sure that doesn't happen to him.
Understood.
Also, let me tell you about the vision, because I think the more people that know about this, the better.
And a few moments later, she is looking at you with her mouth agape.
You can see why I think the more people on this, the better.
Gotcha. Oh man, I really wish Weston was here. She goes to load Naren into the van. I'll be looking into this. Please call me with anything you learn.
I will do. I put the group chat to Rickard and Bethany, like everything that's happened. I've already told Union, but I didn't see either of you in the vision, but be careful.
If everyone was dead like that, then I don't think anybody makes it in this scenario. Is this all vampires?
I did.
And demons?
Yep. And werewolves? Oh my.
Horrified. And yeah, as we go into this next scene, I'm going to give you each a hero point. So you're up to 2 each.
Oh, great. Some fuckery's about to happen.
I am going to see if I can contact Data Kraken.
Oh, haven't heard from him in a while.
Yeah.
You get on the line, you go and you hear, "Hey, Ruby, what's going on? It's pretty late where I'm at."
Yeah, well, I've not been having the best dreams. And then I start to describe to him what has happened.
Gotcha.
And I just want to know if you had any intel on Serena or anything like that. Any kind of mystical things.
Yeah, why do I feel like I heard about this? Yeah, I could have sworn House Van Helsing said something about this. Give me a few moments. Let's roll an intellect check.
11.
What knowledge do you have as like a magic user though? Because I feel like you're more likely to know them than I am.
I'll give you a +5 bonus for that.
So 16 altogether.
I rolled a nat 20.
Damn.
Save that for fighting.
So 25 altogether.
I will say that neither of you know them extremely well, but you have heard the name and you know that they have things to do with magic. And I'll say that, Ruby, you specifically heard about some stuff that went down in Central Park in New York City.
Okay.
And now, visual aid, do you have investigation?
I do have investigation.
Visual aid, if you can roll me an investigation check then.
So much worse. 13?
And Data Kraken comes back. He goes, "I'm going to have to get in touch with some contacts. I do see records that some kind of magical item made its way into Riverside recently, or was on its way to Riverside. So,
Ooh, I know a little bit about that.
it just seems like it can't be a coincidence that a major magic user is going to be raining hell and a big magic item came through. So, wait, you said you know about it?
You have cameras for the hut, right?
Yeah.
This is Equinox.
I wave at the camera and I go, "Hey there, computer man."
Give me 1 second. All right, inmate 4677. Nice to meet you.
The fuck, man? We just met.
I think Ruby actually like goes like cackle out loud, like, "Oh God!"
Listen, I'm not holding it against you. People get locked up all the time for things they don't deserve, but listen, it's the first thing that comes up when I search for you.
Yeah, and let's talk about some fucking, what's the word I'm looking for? Tooth.
Oh, you have not explained anything about who I am to this guy, have you?
No, I met him today, and he got pulled into this shit. Anyways, magic user though, we met at a magic store. What was that guy's name again? The guy who was trying to sell stuff, Alexander. Yeah, was trying to offload some magic item, and I think that must be what we were after.
That makes sense. Yeah, like I said, I'll look into it.
Huh.
If you got a lead, you follow that lead. It's what Brock would recommend.
Yeah, of course. We should probably warn Felipe about this then.
Hornet goes, "Who's Felipe?"
His friend. Should we get down in the van to go down to the store? Should we try calling him?
I can give him a ring.
You've reached Felipe's phone. Please leave him a message.
Hey Felipe, it's me. Give me a call as soon as you get this. Something's going down, and I don't know what's up. But yeah, I'm a little worried, so call me ASAP. All right, bye.
Maybe we should go down there. I don't know. I'm just worried.
I'm worried too. We need to fucking hurry.
Yeah. Okay. I guess let's get in the van. We can visual it up.
And Hornet looks at you. Do you want me to fly ahead?
Yeah, that'd be great. Here's the address. It's a magic store.
All right. And you see Hornet take off, gliding off the roof.
I make sure the dogs have food.
You're both getting in the van?
Yeah.
As it comes out of the thing, it turns into the visual van, and I put the sirens up and just go. And then I call Kevin Lewis on the way and tell them what we know.
Hey, Ruby, what's up?
It's like, hey, we're heading over to Darkest Before Dawn. It just seems weird that that magic item coming into Riverside at the same time this is going down.
I've gotten in touch with interim director Ramos to inform him of the situation.
Like, I go to make a salute and I go, oh, no one here gets it. Sass have Naren Betrus. They brought him to like a medical thing. I think that he needs help. He was doing the meditation thing he usually does to heal him, and nothing seemed to be happening.
Well, that's their prerogative. That's their jurisdiction. So hopefully he's getting better then.
Yeah, I told them I'd be real mad if they disappeared him.
If nothing else, we might need him in the fight.
Maybe him being there will change something.
We can only hope.
Well, you know what? We'll get there, then I'll figure out if I need to tell Sass about this or not.
Hey out there. Well, here we are. The end of season 3. Long time coming, but I've been really happy with it. For those listening in the first few days, we are going to be recording the next retcon report soon, so if you have questions about chapters 81 through 89, you can send them our way. We'll have posts on our social media you can reply to, or you can email to gm@masksandmayhem.com. We'll be recording on April 3rd, so get them in quick. We recently did a stream where we broke down the updates to Equinox's sheet for his upgrades to join as a main cast member. You can find that stream on our website. During that stream, we also gave a soft launch announcement of our next mini-series between Season 3 and Season 4, Underground Records. A group of unusual people are brought together to investigate a murder in the underground before the place tears itself apart. We don't have a release date currently, but you can keep an eye out on our social media for once we have one. But for now, let's get back to the game.
So you arrive at Darkest Before Dawn. You can see that the shop is closed for the night. You do see a light is on upstairs.
Do you have the key?
It would make sense if Felipe gave you a key.
Yeah, I mean, I can get in.
You know, it's kind of the middle of the night now, so there's tons of cars parked along the street, but it's pretty quiet overall. You know, there's a couple other lights that are on in the neighborhood, but for the most part, it seems like kind of a sleepy time of the night.
As soon as we park, I hustle out and run to the door and unlock it.
I guess I go in with him.
You come on up the stairs. So when you walk in, it's kind of a mostly open concept apartment. Like, he's got his big living room. It's right off the kitchen, and there's like a bar counter in between the two, that kind of setup.
Damn, I was picturing this very rundown.
It is a little older, but it's well kept.
All exposed brick and shiplap.
Yes, absolutely. So you see him, he's at the counter and he's kind of making himself a drink. And you see that he's joined by a couple, 2 friends that are just sitting on the couch.
Yo, Felipe!
Hi, Trevor. Didn't think you'd be home quite yet. These are my friends, Juan and Maria.
There's fully a superhero who has walked in and is like, what the fuck did I walk into?
Brought a friend of your own?
Hi, he lives in the city, right?
You would get the sense that he was being a little coy.
Hello, I'm visual aid.
Juan and Maria kind of like turn their eyes immediately towards the two of you.
Am I thinking the right thing, RC?
Oh, they're fucking, dude.
Do you want me to fix the two of you a drink?
No, unfortunately, it does not seem like a night that I should be partaking in alcohol.
Well, suit yourself. He downs his.
Can I make a quick check to see if Juan and Maria are on the up and up?
Go for it.
Insight, 4, so 19.
The vibe you are getting is that they very much don't want you to be there. They feel very much like you've encroached on the evening. And they look like simmeringly pissed.
Well, he lives here.
Like at me or just in general?
At the two of you, I would say.
Oh, yeah, we're interrupting. So I want to lean into Felipe going, hey, I promise we'll get out of here super fucking quick. I just got to have a quick chat with you. I'm so sorry.
He goes and takes the 2 drinks he was making over to Juana Maria and says, I'll be right back. Just keep making yourselves comfortable. He follows you back into the hallway where I assume you're also there.
Yeah, I go immediately. Nice to meet you. Bye.
I give him a quick rundown.
Ah, I see.
We figured that, magic item comes into town. Big scary magic user getting vision about big scary magic user. Probably related.
And he wraps his fingers along his chin and he goes, it is very curious. I definitely can see the thought progression. I mean, certainly it can wait till morning. You can both come in and we'll take a close look. I mean, Saxon himself said that there's enough magical containment on this thing that we wouldn't be able to get into it. And if I understand correctly, you arrested him, Trevor?
Yeah, I wouldn't trust Saxon as far as I can throw him. And yeah, I mean, if you're here and you have company, you're probably safe for tonight. I was just really worried about you with everything that was going on. And, if aliens are coming to Earth and giving us messages of, apocalyptic fucking situations, I wanted to make sure you were okay.
I appreciate that, my friend. I mean, of course, you don't have to leave. I mean, if you are able to stay with your friend, that would be convenient.
I mean, I saw the vibe. You don't got to tell me twice.
I can literally make beds. He can stay anywhere. I think I make a bed to prove my point and then make it go away.
Thank goodness you made it go away. I didn't need another mattress, although I may need your help at some point.
Jesus, you get around.
I slap him on the ass and go, get back in there, Tiger.
He walks back up with you to the end of the hallway where the living room and kitchen and entrance are. And you can see that Juan and Maria are kind of up now, standing and kind of examining a bunch of the artwork that he has on the wall and a bunch of the artifacts and things.
So is the item definitely safe here tonight?
I mean, I have it locked up in the shop, and again, it sounds like it has its own magical protections. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Well, I'd say we'll get to it right in the morning. Well, not too early, but right in the morning.
Is my tattoo reacting at all to them?
Well, I mean, your tattoo definitely is picking up just a general magical energy.
Yeah, I'm over a magic shop, so it's not really.
Exactly. Well, not just in the magic shop, but in this apartment.
Can I also roll an insight check on them?
Actually, both of you roll a perception check.
I rolled a 19.
21.
27.
You both notice as he's trying to kind of politely but quickly usher you out. You look over at Juan and Maria, and you notice them examining the different artifacts and things like that. Then you catch it in a moment in a mirror, and you realize that they do not have a reflection.
It's wooden stake?
You would not know because you have never encountered a vampire IRL.
Ruby would still have the pop culture of what a vampire is.
Yes, you would have the pop cultural point of view of what a vampire is.
I'm so sorry, Felipe. And I go, so how'd you guys meet? And I make a stake behind my back.
Oh, I went out to the bar after work, and we just the three of us really hit it off, didn't we? Both Juan and Maria smile, and they go, yes, Felipe was kind enough to invite us back for a nightcap.
He invited him in! I didn't even get that!
Oh, so nice of him to invite you in.
Yeah, are you going to be staying for the rest of the nightcap? Maria drapes herself over Juan and goes, the more the merrier.
Oh, no, I wouldn't dream of intruding. We're going to get out of here. And I want to go to give Felipe a hug, and I want to whisper as softly as I can in his ear, but you know they're a vampire, right?
I want to try and make garlic and land it in one of their drinks.
Girl, get out of here!
Well, first, let's see about how the that goes. I want you to roll a stealth check, Equinox.
Was it nat 20?
Got a nat 20, baby!
Yeah! Do either of them look like the vampires from my vision?
No, they do not. Yeah, I say if we're going to get more into the description, those vampires in your vision were wearing dark black trench coats, whereas these ones are wearing he's wearing a nice collared shirt and she's wearing a tank top.
So 40.
You said it so quietly and smoothly. It's hard to say whether it happened at all. Fear and disappointment in Felipe's eyes as he looks towards you as you pull away.
I feel like this is about to be an initiative.
Maybe I will have a nightcap, and I kind of walk closer to them.
And you see their eyes light up at the suggestion that you're going to join.
I am going to try and get closer to them, and then try to surprise stab that woman with that stake that I made.
All right, let's have you roll an attack check. This does not use blades, though.
Yes. Would it be unarmed, though?
Any fighting ability and any close combat advantage.
If my fighting is 3.
So yeah, it'd be a +3 then.
I guess you should have gone for a sword and tried to go for the head. Okay, 15, so it'd be 18. Also, they'd be surprised.
I'll still let you use your create rank +15 for the damage.
25?
You catch her right in the chest with this stake, and you feel something pierce as she looks at you with horror, and she crumbles into dust.
Oh, Buffy got that right.
And then immediately Juan gives a feral scream as we enter initiative.
Jesus Christ. Low.
Oh, that's a 6.
I rolled a 2.
Plus 12, though, so 18.
14.
Just a moment here.
This is going to be a short fucking fight, unless this fucking vampire is crazy because there's only one of them and lots of us. And Felipe has magic. Yeah, he used it, so yeah.
We start the round with Equinox.
Oh shit, I get to go first? I want to shadow bind him.
Okay. What does it say to do on that then?
DC 17. Alternate resistance dodge. Cumulative.
He is able to nimbly dodge out of there. I'm going to give you a hero point for it.
Oh, okay. In that case, I jump back, and then as I'm like jumping backwards through the air, draw my bow and release a shadow arrow at him.
Okay, so you're using extra effort to shoot him?
Yeah.
Roll that attack then.
27 with a DC of 25.
Boom, you catch him right in the stomach with one of your arrows, and smoke dissipates out of it as he holds the wound, and he looks pretty messed up about it right now.
And then I use my hero point for the extra effort.
Juan mad dashes up, grabs Felipe by the throat, and lifts him.
Don't you fucking dare.
Oh, fuck. I thought he was going to go after me.
We only wanted the box. Give us the box, and this one continues to live.
I don't trust you with that box.
It is a fair trade. A man's life for but an object.
But what are you going to do with the box?
Yeah, what's in the box? What's in
in
the
box?
I'm taking away those hero points from earlier.
box?
I'm in character.
In fairness, she is. So, yeah, what's even in the box that got your fangs in a twist?
The master requires it. That is all that I need to know. 1 second, let's see. Felipe is actually not able to break free, and visual aid, it is your turn.
Is he pretty far from me now?
He's about 10 feet.
I want to try to do vertigo to confuse him.
All right, what's the roll for that?
It says resisted by will DC 20.
Okay. So you reach out with this energy. You see him wobble for a moment and then tighten his grip around Felipe's neck. Are you trying to mess with me, sorcerer? And Felipe just goes,
I would like to use extra effort to have another action.
okay.
This time I'm going to stab him.
Roll that attack check.
The fighting 3 again. So it'll be 16.
16. Unfortunately, he is able to dodge out of the way, tightens the grip further, and you see blood starting to come out of the sides of Felipe's neck.
But while I go to stab, I go, no, that was me. And then I'm going to use a hero point.
Trickle of blood coming off the sides of this guy's claws. Well, then we are back at the top of the round with Equinox.
As the vampire is distracted by taking on Ruby all of a sudden, especially with Ruby's extra turn, I want to shadow melt, get myself behind the vampire, and then take 2 of my condensed blades of light and stab it on either side of the vampire's neck, filling him with light.
Go for that attack check, yeah. You sink back into the darkness and suddenly appear behind him.
Nope. That's a 4, so we're going to use one of our luck.
Okay.
Okay, I'll use one more, because that one was a 12. But this one I'm good with, because that's a 19, baby. So that is a 28.
And what's the DC on that?
26.
You catch him so unawares that he lets go of Felipe. And you see his 2 light wounds just seem to be searing his neck. He's not dead, but he looks significantly more injured. And he grabs at his neck as he lets Felipe go. And it's his turn, and he turns around. and goes to swipe at you. Does an 18 hit?
No, it does not. That is a 21, my guy.
All right, so he swings wide and misses you, goes back to holding at his wound, and it's Felipe's turn as he kind of crawls away and is coughing. And then Visual Aid, it is your turn.
What to do it? Classic. Try to trap this man in a box. You know what? A cage, because I still want to be able to talk to him.
All right, what's the DC on that?
The DC on Create is 20.
This box materializes around him, and he goes to like punch at it and seems to hurt his hand on the bars.
Yeah, it's really there.
And we're going to say that we're Xing initiative then.
Bring him up onto the roof. You'll speak or sunrise will get you.
Oh no.
And you see Felipe dipping his hands in some water and then like doing some healing on his neck.
Why don't we just see if he'll talk right now? You wouldn't want to end up like your little friend here, and can I roll Intimidate?
Go for it.
So 19.
And he looks out, you can see he's kind of looking out the window past into the horizon, and he goes, "What do you need?"
Why do you want that box? Do you work for Serena? I need to know many things.
I was told that it contains great power beyond any mere mortal would understand. And the master says that she will use it to rain fire upon the earth.
The master's a girl? Oh my god, girl boss.
I mean, the master's clearly Serena, right?
I didn't put that together if that's the case. I was thinking like it's an actual vampire being the master.
Dan. Oh no.
He's so pretty.
He didn't seem pretty enough for this shit. Jesus Christ.
He doesn't have the attractive trait this time, but we let him stick around anyway.
Where's Serena?
I do not know where she is. I am not privy to the master's motions.
Do you have any useful information?
Only that you will die.
I knew that already.
All right, you get a hero point for that.
Yeah! Did she have a plan to get the item out of the box?
The box is of no concern to her. She said get it to her and she would easily open it.
We don't have to kill him. It wouldn't be a bad idea to give the vampire to Union to potentially make some anti-vamp weaponry.
Yeah, let's call Union. I'll call Kevin Lewis.
Visual, good to hear from you. Everything all right?
Yeah, I have a vampire in a cage.
Fun night. Do we need to come pick him up?
Yeah, there were two. I staked one. It worked.
Of course.
I didn't know that.
It's in all the movies.
It's in all the movies.
Usually when my plan comes from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I'm about 50-50 on whether it's going to work or not.
I mean, some of them do sparkle, but that's not important right now.
We were trying to interrogate him. He kept calling Serena master and said she wanted the box, so.
Gotcha. Send us an address and we'll be right over.
In the apartment above Darkest Before Dawn.
We'll be there shortly.
Should I also update SAS on this? I don't want to be on their bad side.
You know what? It would probably be best if you go and check on Naren. Felipe goes, I'm sorry, did you just invite agents to my home?
What else do you want to do with the vampire?
I mean, you could have just staked him like the other.
They might be able to get more information out of him.
So be it.
I'm sorry, I should have asked first. And as far as being wary of inviting people into your home, you should have thought about that earlier in the night.
He starts kind of basically starting to clean up the house.
I start helping clean up.
Well, don't you have to call Alice?
Oh, fuck yeah. I call her and I start helping clean up.
All right, Equinox, what are you up to?
As Ruby goes and does that, I want to grab Felipe and say, hey, let's go grab that box. I want to see what's going on with this.
I don't want Union to take it with them. That is my box, and if Saxon is forfeiting it, that means it's all profit.
I don't want Union to have it either. I also think we need to know what it is, and if it's bringing vampires to your doorstep, we need to figure this out.
Fair enough. I'll go grab it. You stay here.
Okay.
Hi, Visual. This is Peyton. Everything okay?
It is now. So we went to go check on this magic item. Then there were some vampires. I kind of give her a lowdown on what happened here. So we're still trying to figure out what exactly is in the box. Want to keep you a little bit in the know. How is Naren doing?
He's going in and out. We had him back for a little bit, but then he went back into his trance-like state. He looks to be about the same as far as I can tell.
Okay. And so the trance isn't usually he can heal himself while he's meditating. Is that happening at all?
If it is, it's incremental.
I wish I could give you any more information about how to help heal him.
He did say something about your blood.
Okay. That does make sense.
Care to fill me in?
I can't really get more into it right now. I have a vampire in a cage.
Okay.
If you could tell me where he is, maybe once I'm done here, I could head down there.
Yeah, I'll text you an address.
Okay, thank you.
And moments later, Felipe comes up holding the box. Saxon wasn't kidding. This thing is locked tight. I was downstairs for a little bit trying to use a few spells on it, but I do not think anything is going to easily open it. It would take quite a bit of work.
Can I try?
Have it?
I take out my lock spider and then have it like do its thing on the box, run its legs over, try to find whatever little nooks and crannies it can, try to see if it can get it open.
It looks over it and then eventually tries to insert itself into a little latch, and immediately you hear it. There's like a crunch sound and it falls out of the little nook that it had crawled into.
Oh.
And it uncurls itself and kind of crawls back into your pocket, but like kind of with a little bit of a limp.
Damn.
Oh, poor guy. I lightly tap my pocket as there, it'll be okay. Can I cast like a general like perception or insight over the box using my expertise magic to figure out like if I can open it, or just really if there's anything like I recognize it that could lead me in a direction that I could find out a way to open it, or if I know what's in it.
Yeah, roll that.
Ooh, 16. So that is 31.
The lock that is on it is very unfamiliar to you. You think with enough time you could get it open. You also just feel like the energy of this thing is different from the last time you saw it.
Oh?
Yeah, like something is just like, you would almost describe it as maybe slightly less powerful, like still more powerful than your general magic, but less powerful than it was.
Oh, it's waning in power.
I don't fucking know what to do with this box.
Hide it from Union, firstly. You're great, but I just fucking met you, so I'm not giving this over. What color is the energy?
You throw on your little goggles and you look at it.
My Davidian lenses.
Yeah, you throw on your Davidian lenses, your magic sunglasses, and you look at it. And before, you would have described it as a bright, bright orange. And now it's more of like a flickering yellow.
I ponder if there's like a creature, like a Tinkerbell inside this box. That's what I feel like it might be.
And not too long after that, Union shows up. And you hear them pull up outside.
I'll walk down with Ruby to let them in, and as we go to let them in, I just hand it off back to him.
Are you bringing the Union agent up to the apartment then? Or Union agents?
Well, we can say with Felipe, unless you can help us transport the vampire outside, because I don't want to step on Felipe's toes anymore, as we already have.
Yeah.
Visual aid, do you think you could just create a bag and put it over his head?
Vampire or the Union agents?
The vampire.
What have I gotten myself into? Did I put the bag over the vampire's head?
Felipe grabs some rope and ties the vampire's hands behind his back.
Okay, then we can just walk him out like a perp.
And I can make him rope too.
Oh, but he already had his own.
Yeah, what do you have rope for?
Madame, you are asking a lot of questions that have nothing to do with you tonight. If you could be so kind as to get rid of this cage.
Touch the cage, it goes away.
And you're not a magically trained?
No.
Nope, just an alien.
So you walk the vampire out, and it's Agent Alan Rickards there. Yeah, Visual. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you again, Agent.
So Rickard throws some cuffs over the vampire. He also opens the bag and does a little like mini flashbang inside.
Oh.
And then they throw him in the back of a vehicle.
I think I'm going to head over to Sass because I think my blood could help Naren. Equinox, do you want to make a pit stop with me over to the Sass base to check on my friend?
Seems like a cool enough guy, and we've saved the day here, so let's save the day elsewhere.
Okay, yeah, you get over to the base without issue. Now, the Sass base is on the waterfront. It's a 2-story building, and it's got a bunch of giant like satellite dishes and antennas along the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
What looks to be some kind of, you would describe it almost like a telescope, which is a little unusual only because telescopes generally you want them to have them outside the city to avoid light pollution.
I guess they're looking for alien life.
And as you go inside, you see like there is a big sign that says, Supervillain Assault Specialty Squad, Riverside Base. Alice Payton is actually waiting for you there.
Hi. Where should I go?
Oh, please follow me. Is your friend joining us?
I give a hard nod.
She leads you back into like a medical area. You see like, there's a couple hospital beds and such. And you get to one with Naren Betris, and you would describe him as looking dehydrated.
Ugh. Naren, it's me. You were saying you needed some of my blood?
And he nods weakly.
Would like a blood transfusion, that kind of thing, work?
And he nods again.
I stick my arm out and it's like, okay. She kind of looks away and I'm like, I don't love needles.
A nurse comes by and hooks the two of you up. You're kind of sitting in a chair next to him as the blood is kind of just flowing between the two of you.
I guess now, since we have some time to talk, my powers came from a meteor. And it wasn't till a while into my superhero career that I discovered that I wasn't a post-human, that I was actually part alien. And that's where my powers came from.
And you're saying this to Peyton?
Yes. More specifically, as far as alien, I more recently found out Eldritchy.
I see. You know, Union always had some files they didn't want to give up. I was actually going to have to do a subpoena on Dr. Alvarado.
I think she was trying to protect me, but I would appreciate if this doesn't get out. Not everyone on Earth is great with aliens currently, as I'm sure you're aware.
It's been a hell of the last couple of years as far as extraterrestrial life is concerned.
Extraterrestrial, ocean life.
I mean, that's interterrestrial, I suppose.
Yeah. But I figured you'd start getting suspicious once, my blood helped him.
Well, I'll leave you to it, and I'll keep you in the loop if I hear anything worth noting.
Thank you. Although I'm kind of sitting there and go, does this mean like if I need blood, I can't use human blood? Because that's not great.
And I'm also going to give you each another hero point.
Hey.
Ruby, you get a text from Hornet. Hey, guys, I'm in the Centennial. I could use some backup.
Turn to her and go, is this an average night for you?
Unfortunately, not that rare.
You see, actually, Naren is a little more awake now, and he reaches over and takes the needle out for you.
Thank you. Is that enough?
Yes, I will continue to meditate, but I'm feeling much better.
Good.
Go. Help your friend. Save this planet.
Help Hayden where I went when she comes back.
Naren nods.
Run back out to the van and start heading toward the Centennial.
All right. And as you're getting close to the Centennial, you can see that Hornet is currently in combat. She is dipping and diving on the ground, kind of jumping into the air to kind of do a bit of a glide maneuver. But from what you can tell, there is 2 werewolves, a vampire who is also flying.
Do vampires fly?
This one appears to be.
Oh.
And also 2 of the little horned demon creatures.
Oh, fuck.
Like she's on her comms while she's in the middle of combat. Like she's spending most of her time trying to duck and dodge out of the way. Not really engaging.
Yeah.
I should have called, but I was on my way to you when I caught these ones and I started following them.
No, you're good. You're good. We just fought 2 vampires at the magic store. So I'm still in the van, right?
Right.
Where are the werewolves? I think the vampires are in the air, and where are the demons?
Demons and werewolves are on the ground, all kind of gathered. Like they're kind of staying below Hornet because they're waiting for her to come back down. Like every time they come back down, she has to do like a spin kick and get back and then like fly back up into the air.
So were the werewolves and demons kind of in a group?
Mostly.
Okay, I want to drive the van into them.
All right, roll me a vehicle check.
17.
And what's the toughness on the van?
14. Hold on, Equinox.
Bam! The one werewolf and the 2 demons were able to dodge out of the way, but you fully slam the one, smash it into a building, and it's like looking at you now, like
I'm now imagining like a whimpering dog.
oh no, the top half of its body is like looking at you, and it suddenly goes and it starts like clawing at the front of the van, but the claws begin to get weaker and weaker, and then eventually it just collapses face first onto the van.
Can I make my sword silver?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I make a silver sword out of nowhere.
You make the silver sword, and your mind is suddenly struck as you remember that you had a silver sword in your vision.
I get rid of it and make a silver dagger.
It's a butterfly in Tokyo just suddenly got stomped on.
Little ripples in the pond you're trying to make.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's 2 of these demons and a werewolf and a vampire.
Let's fucking rumble. Like, I get out of the van. Where's the werewolf in relation to me?
About 20 feet back.
You know what? I'm going to go after the werewolf and try to stab him with the dagger.
Sorry, before you do that, let's all roll initiative.
18.
Well, I rolled a 12, and I have 12, so that's 24.
All right. Top of the initiative is visual aid.
Okay, I'm running to that werewolf. I'm going to stab with that silver dagger. So I rolled an 18, so that's 28.
All right, that hits. What's the DC on that?
25.
You're able to get a good stab in on him, and he looks injured, but he mostly just turns on you with a growl.
I would like to do extra effort to take another turn.
All right, go for it.
I've got 3 fucking hero points. Might as well.
Sure.
I think I'm going to use a hero point to reroll because I rolled really shitty that time.
Okay, so you're using 1 hero point to get rid of your fatigue, and you're using 1 to reroll.
Yeah, because I just rolled a 5.
So that'll bring it down to 1 hero point.
Yeah. Oh, that second time I did nat 20.
Did you want to add +5 to your damage with that nat 20?
Yeah.
What's that for a total then?
30.
You catch this werewolf, like you duck down and you swipe it across the back of the leg and it falls to a knee, and then you stab it twice in the back and it goes down.
Bad dog.
All right, well, the two little demons, seeing what you just fucking did, go to pounce on you. Does a 23 hit? I believe it does. Your parry +10.
My parry +10 is 22.
All right, so it does hit, so roll a toughness check.
Fucking rude. 24?
These things claw at you, and they seem to start kind of like tearing through some of your clothes, but you're fine. Luckily, you're nimble enough to kind of keep from taking the brunt of it. The vampire swoops in to attack Hornet, striking her. As he's going by, swipes and scratches through one of her wings, causing her to have to descend and land. And Equinox, it's your turn then.
How big are the little demon guys?
2.5 feet tall, something like that.
Okay, so legitimately little. Okay. So I'm going to multi-attack the two demons,
So -2 to each roll already.
-2 to each roll, and then use an accurate attack to do -3. So it's a -5 altogether for an increase to the attack.
-5. Okay, yeah, roll for it. Wait, I thought accurate attack made it more accurate.
Oh, then power attack. I have both. I'm going to use a luck to re-roll that one. That one was a 12, which would be -5, which would make it a 7. All right, that's better. It's a 16, so -5, 11, plus 10 will make that one 21.
Okay.
And then for the other guy, that one, fuck me, 18 altogether.
And what's the DC on those then with the power attack?
28.
You pull back your bow and let these 2 arrows fly, and these streams of shadowy energy hit into these demons and strike them down. They almost kind of deflate like balloons.
Okay.
Okay.
And it makes just kind of like this unnerving squeal.
Sorry, are they like down for the count?
Yes.
In that case, I mean, I have one more hero point left. I will then turn and where is the vampire?
Flying through the air.
I mean, I do got a ranged attack here, baby. So let's use our last hero point to do an extra turn. I'll just do it regular. Let's just go regs. I don't have a reroll.
All right.
It's a good thing I didn't do any of that extra bullshit because that is a 15 plus 10, 25.
That hits. What's the DC again?
25.
Boom. You snipe him out of the air.
Get fucked, nerd. That's not actually what he would say, but that's what I would say.
And you're taking a breather for a moment when you suddenly kind of notice that all of the street lights around you have begun to dim.
Oh, God.
You look up and you realize that on the peripheral, on every kind of corner of this block, you're kind of like in a park area.
Mm-hmm.
On every corner, though, you can see there's a couple demons and a couple vampires and a couple werewolves. And also some kind of creature. If you had to guess, it looks like it's made out of shadows.
Ooh.
Don't love that.
The kind of the same shape as the demons with the horns and the humanoid shape. In a quick summation, you think that you're surrounded easily by like 50 now.
God damn.
Oh, no.
And you see that they're all starting to approach, and there's more behind them, behind each one of them.
Oh, God. Then I take out my phone and I text I love you to Rickard.
It's been a long time. And you see Ruby as Serena floats down.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Because I think I knew, even before you did, that yours was a magic not of this world.
Okay, I actually found out about that right before I met you, so.
And I thought I would give you this one chance. You could join me, combine our forces. And you, Equinox, I knew your parents. They were good people. They knew where power truly lied. They were willing to do anything to get it.
And I want to materialize another arrow and say, yeah, the power lies with me.
It could lie with us.
I've already seen that future. I wasn't a fan.
And she cocks her head to the side.
Oh, yeah, you don't actually know everything.
I know enough. And she gestures as two of the vampires drag Felipe out from around the corner.
Did you invite more vampires inside?
And he coughs up blood and he goes, No, I learned my lesson that time. This time I tried a more direct approach. And she reaches behind her back and she pulls out a little, you would describe it as a yellow egg, like an ornate jewelry egg. Equinox, you immediately can feel the magical energy radiating from this thing.
Yeah, it's the thing in the box.
God damn it.
Well, your friend was nice enough to have figured out how to open the box for us. Made things even easier.
God damn it, Felipe.
Kind of close to Equinox, right?
Yeah, you and Equinox are like side by side.
I'm going to try and do something that I think will just distract her.
And then could I do something while she's distracting?
I'm going to try to drop an anvil on her and hope that she's annoyed by that, so maybe he can take her out with something else.
She casts her hands up above her and catches the anvil
Oh.
and swings it down, smashing Felipe's leg.
Oh, fuck!
And he screams out in pain.
I told you not to kill this man.
Gonna try and shoot her?
Ooh, would that count as readying the attack? Because I had it pulled back a while ago.
It's gonna get you a little bit of a bonus then.
Yeah, then I'm gonna shoot this shit right at her. That's a 14 on the die, plus 10 is 24.
Okay, what's the DC normally?
24. Oh, the DC, 25.
As you're letting go of this, Hornet kind of runs up to you and goes, I think we got to get the fuck out of here, because she can also see all the vampires and things are starting to descend on y'all. And the arrow flies out and catches Serena in the shoulder, and she goes, oh, damn it.
And I go, let's go. How is the van looking?
The front of the van is fairly smashed up. You see her lift her hand and generate some shadowy energy of her own, keeping the arrow living as she pulls it out of her shoulder. And she spins around and throws it. And as she throws it, it splits into a bunch of arrows and heads towards the visual van.
The fuck?
Oh, God.
And it explodes.
What the fuck?
And Hornet just goes, oh, fuck.
Oh, God. Can you still fly?
No. And she like shows up her like torn wing.
You got any way to move fast?
No, I move like normal unless I'm in the shadows.
And you see this group is just descending upon you. When suddenly, Visual, you feel a hand on your arm. And then a moment later, Equinox, you feel a hand on your arm. A moment ago, you were in the Centennial. And now you are in front of the laser hut. And a split second later, you're joined by Hornet and Felipe, who is seriously injured.
At least he's alive.
And a second later, standing before you, wearing her full purple and blue outfit, is Hyperact.
Whew. Hey, friends. Crazy night, huh?
Chapter 89 Annular Eclipse of the Heart, Part 1.
Masks and Mayhem uses the game Mutants and Masterminds 3rd Edition by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. Check the link in the show notes to get your own copy of the game. You can also help support us by making a one-time donation or becoming a monthly member through our Ko-fi. That's ko-fi.com/mayhemcast. The episode was written, produced, and told of its own demise by myself, R.C. Byler, with production assistance by Brandon Brownson. Our logo art is by Jen Evans, and our font is by AJ Eisen. Our music is by Pope Brandon Brownson. Additional social media links, blog posts, and episodes can be found on our website at masksandmayhem.com. And that is our scene.
I'm going to point out, has she ever met Hornet?
Yeah.
No, other Hornet was alive while she was doing that.
No. She came back for the Fight Club.
Okay.
Oh, she was in the
And
Fight
other
Club.
Hornet was in the Fight Club.
She only knows half the people there.
Yeah.
Hi, friends and others.
I think Hyperact considers everyone kind of a friend.
Yeah.
And this has been Chapter 89, Annular Eclipse of the Heart, Part 1.
God, what the fuck?
Damn, I know. You were like, actually, fuck your van.
You fucked up my car.
So yeah, guys, that's your season finale, huh?
God damn. Okay.
Love that the van is something I use my fucking points for.
Did you get some points back?
No, you're gonna get the van back.
In the next episode, probably not.
Probably not in the next episode. No, I'm gonna be transparent with you about that one. So yeah, let's talk a little bit about what happened in this past episode.
Some fucked up shit.
It's been a really crazy 24 hours for Equinox.
Really? I'm just like, could you take me back to jail?
Yeah, this is what the real world's like, motherfucker. This is what the world got up to while you were in the fucking slammer.
Let's work our way through what happened in this episode and what we thought of it.
I love that Felipe is a horn dog. I need to keep that canon, and we have to keep that momentum going.
I've decided I don't trust Felipe, not because I think he's evil, but because I think he's incompetent.
Yeah.
Say, listen, he's a very talented sorcerer. He's a very talented lover, and that's really like all he's good at. I would also argue he's only so at being a business owner.
God, is the business actually doing well, or can he afford that because he's a sugar daddy somewhere?
Let's say you got to learn a little bit more about Felipe in this episode. I mean, I guess technically
A lot about Felipe.
I love Felipe. He's my new favorite NPC.
I did love that we were like, I refuse to trust this fucking swinging couple.
Yeah.
I really want to start from the beginning. What did you think of the vision?
Horrifying. Like in a good way, but fucking horrifying. Oh my God.
I feel like I really laid out the stakes pretty well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then immediately like was like, hey, there's like demons and shit this season. Like it was very much like
I literally in my initial I usually write like a 1-sentence note to myself about like what the episode's going to be, and I literally wrote vampires, demons, and the forces of darkness.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I hope it felt like a good payoff from the end of the last episode.
No, it definitely was.
Halfway through, I kind of forgot that it was the finale, and then when I remembered, I was like, we really kind of like kicked those vampires' asses. This is kind of like low ball for a season finale. And then you were actually like,
Dan just flipped RC off. I was fucking worried.
yeah.
Yeah, but basically a vampire army, a vampire, demon, and werewolf and shadow army have now descended upon Riverside.
No, thank you.
Must be Wednesday.
No, yeah. When we took out those vampires really quickly, my actual because I remembered the season finale went, oh shit.
But yeah, what did we think about our time with like Naren Betris and our time with like Alice Payton?
I felt like everything moved pretty quickly. I felt like only really like 15, at most 20 minutes for like each scene.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like be on the better side of Sass.
Yeah, you were really forthcoming with a lot of information.
Yeah, you know what? I was hoping, maybe I've gotten Lydia out of some trouble.
I guess, what did you think of the final scene?
It was cool, but I was shitting my pants a little.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, fuck me, because I knew that you were like, oh, how about like an hour left? And then like more and more kept happening, and I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, I don't know what else I could do to fucking Serena the Sorceress. I mean, is my assumption correct that she probably has a lot of fucking will?
Yeah. I mean, she has a lot of fucking everything.
Yeah. I loved Myra popping in because I guessed it was Myra, but also like, I don't think Sama's about to pop in because this would be so fucking rude to make Sama wait up this late.
Yeah, so Sama is going to be recording her little end bit later on.
And I was like, something grabs you, and I was like, please be our speedster friend. Please be our speedster friend.
And I didn't want to believe that it was because I was like, no, I'm like, she's busy. I'm like, it's probably like Naren Betris or something doing some crazy shit. Or I was like, oh, maybe it's the crafter. And then I was like, fuck, yes.
All right, final thoughts of the whole episode. Dan.
Felipe, you dog. He was my favorite part. Like, yes, everything else was so much fun. But like Felipe, like, oh, that just killed me. I loved it so much.
All right, and final thoughts, Rachel.
I like how you've brought Ruby's backstory into all the magic shit that Equinox brought in. So good job on that. And also, shit.
It felt like the appropriate bad guy to combine your two storylines.
Yeah. Or
did that backwards.
Okay, we are coming off mute.
Yeah.
Just for the record about my van is that I'll just say a slight of every time for a couple episodes I'll be like, okay, the van. You're like, yeah, the van's still not here. And I'll be like, what the fuck?
You'll get the van when you're meant to get the van.
Again, I use points on it. Like that's.
You're right.
It's not just like an extra thing.
Actually, wait. No, we're gonna resolve this now. Not like giving you the van. That would make sense because we're not in an episode.
I was like, what?
Actually, we got Claude in the chat. Claude, help me remember equipment. What are the rules about taking equipment away from players?
Hey, Callan, that was an accident. I didn't mean to steal your motorcycle. RC blew up my van on purpose.
And I'd do it again.
I know you would. I'm not questioning that at all.
Man, the GMs are just beating your ass in the replies here, Rachel.
Fucking assholes, all of you. All y'all suck.
No, but I'm trying to find I'm in the third edition handbook right now checking because I couldn't swear that it says like equipment does not have to be reimbursed if taken away. It either has to be replaced within a reasonable period of time, or I believe a hero point should be given out, but that might be devices. The hero point thing.
To be fair, I think we have a different definition of a reasonable amount of time.
I can't go into more detail without spoiling things.
Yeah.
I'm still really not over Calvin's that rule. The rule is that it's very funny. And I think that's basically the rule of cool, right?
And I forgot. I love that I just adapt the rule of cool, the rule of funny, or the rule of. I used once. I changed it to the rule of swoony while playing Good
Squire,
Society.
I am going to double check right now, but I am 99% certain that it is listed as equipment in order to save the points. Visual age, 210 points. There we go.
Claude says you have to give me hero points.
Oh, I might have done that already. I don't know.
I was going to say, I do think that's what's been happening. I think I get mad about it at the beginning of the episode and I get a hero point.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Which seems fair.
Listen, your character isn't rich, so they can't just go buy a new van. Unless we want to start... I can pull out the wealth rules and we can have you go into debt. But I think your character's still paying off her student loans, so I wouldn't play around with that.
We had my character basically doing Uber Eats at some point.
Yeah. Her financial situation is not what many would call stable.
She's planning a wedding.
But who says? I was gonna say she'll probably have to, once the van's back, she'll have to start Uber eating again to pay for the wedding.
I don't know. Can we actually secretly have Rickard be rich?
I mean, presumably he should be making decent money.
Yeah. Considering
also that he keeps his own apartment, I believe.
Yeah, we've established that.
You have to give a hero 2 power levels and 90 power points, I think. Oh, well, that's interesting.
That definitely did not happen.
That's also not accurate at all.
Yeah.
I think Claude has us confused with the I feel like it bonus and also the holding back advantage. Actually, yeah, all of our main player characters, that is Yardak, Visual Aid, Laserhawk, Equinox, and Hyperact are all now they're still power level 10, but they are all at 210 power points.
Ooh.
He's in immense medical debt from the coma, actually. A thing that canonically was now 7 years ago, he's still paying off.
Union should definitely have paid for that, right?
No, you know what? He actually was acting out of order. Like he was going against orders. That was all him.
That is, I hate that we can't prove that's not true because of that. We don't have a recording of that. But I was there. Definitely was sent on that mission. Like,
yeah, but he wasn't told to get bonked on the head or to get into head bonking range.
I would. If Union pulled that shit, they would have a new thing, and Ruby would be like, "I'm taking this fucking organization down."
Callan, I want to be clear. I absolutely believe that a person who was in a coma for many months, if they had to pay for it, would in fact still be in death 7 years later. But also, the American healthcare system is criminal, and we should tear this whole system down from the roots.
Yeah.
All right, but with that fun note, anyway, just finish my other point was, all of our player characters up to 210 power points, when power level 10s are normally 150.
I love that I actually went, like, we did have a trial with Union, and I was on Union's side. I would not have been if they made him pay for that fucking coma.
He's been keeping it from you the whole time. That's the big, because every wedding in a superhero show has to have a big dramatic reveal, and that's his. It's crippling medical debt. No.
Not this is me. This is not me spoiling anything. I'm so worried someone's gonna attack my fucking wedding. This is just a fear Rachel has because Rachel watches superhero media.
That's an interesting idea. I'm gonna write that down.
What, the Flash didn't give you that idea?
I'm not gonna make you fight Nazis. I'm not derivative. That's a lie. A lot of this is derivative. I'm sorry. Thank you for enjoying it.
We found out that lady's Jewish. We've got to attack her wedding.
Oof. Well, now you've really given me a reason not to bring Nazis to the wedding specifically, as though that wasn't really the plan to begin with. We don't have an Earth X. You know what? We're not going to get too far on a tangent. We really haven't established too much in the multiverse. The only thing that canon exists in the multiverse right now are Midnight Neon, whatever the universe that Bone Man comes from, and subsequently the
all of the
Love is in the Arrow streams that happened on the Green Ronin channel are subsequently tangentially connected to the Mayhem verse. Yeah, Bone Mouse. Actually worth asking, has because it was always my headcanon that things that happen on the Green Ronin channel are also taking place in the USP channel, but I don't know enough about the settings to confirm that. I really just want to know if any of this crosses over with the superhero shenanigans. I want to know how connected this multiverse is.
Oh god, we're getting into everything takes place in the snow globe territory.
Oh yeah, that's how I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, Brandon is the only one who has really pushed us to do much within the multiverse. We have done some alternate timeline stuff, obviously, which would be part multiverse. But in terms of,
I enjoy multiverse stuff, but I don't need to push it because Brandon's here.
Yeah, I mean, I have written down, we have a list of what we call remixes, which are ideas for doing a stream where something didn't happen or happened differently and how it would butterfly effect.
We have like a long list somewhere. I know I came up with a bunch, but I don't remember what any of them are right now.
Boo, Claude, tomato.
We had to change that name.
Yeah. Dang it. But yeah, we were going to do a little bit with Mutants and Masterminds 4th edition tonight. This will be my first time creating a character or really doing much of anything using these new rules. I figured it would
I've done basically nothing. So.
Yeah, I've read a little bit. Let's see.
I'm not positive what that is, Callan.
Oh, that's fair.
Claude. Jesus Christ.
Wow, Claude. I can't believe you would just tell everyone that. I thought we had something special.
I'll have to ask Ashley about that later.
Tomato. All right, where's the fucking... So I guess I'm not sure exactly how I want to do this. Should I screen share the book? Should we just discuss it out loud? Claude, you can't misuse things that actually happened to sound different than they were.
Oh, in a hotel. I was like,
See what I mean? You're going to confuse the people. See?
what stays in Vegas? What happens at a con?
I was like, it was in Ohio, first off.
No, RC and I are the token straights for this podcast.
I'm gonna fuck you, Callan. Fuck you. I once said to someone that if I did do like a deep examination of myself and decided I was anything other than straight, I would have to keep being straight just to spite Dan.
Can't let Dan know.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, should I share the screen? What do you think I should do, Rachel?
I would go with share the screen unless anyone has another idea they'd rather have. Or rather do.
Let's see what this looks like. And
See, I feel like I'm straight but annoyed about it because I mostly have to date straight men. It's like, ugh.
All right. Mutants and Masterminds, 4th edition, playtest handbook. A lot of this has technically been changed already, so I've also got the Atomic Think Tank opened for a lot of the ongoing errata. But we'll start with the basics, and we'll work our way from there. Chat, what kind of character do we want to make? Do we want to remake an existing character? Want to come up with something entirely new? So I think we can jump down to character creation. In fact, I'll just jump down to abilities. Build something simple like the crafter. I mean, I guess.
Which Hornet Squire?
Oh, good point. Yeah, do we mean Hornet 1 or Hornet 2? Hornet 1 would actually be easier because he's lower level.
And if we fuck him up, it's fine because he's dead. He's not coming. He's not coming around
Until our big Crisis reboot episode, of course.
Oh God! If you make another goddamn zombie of him.
Well, no. In a Crisis reboot, he would actually be reborn.
I know RC's heard this story. Other people might have. Like the day after we recorded that episode, I was playing D&D with Josh Goldberg, the person who our lawyer character is named after, and there was a zombie character.
He also listens to the show. I think is a worthwhile point.
Yes, he does listen to the show. With a zombie character with the same name as like a previous NPC. Complete coincidence. And I was like, oh my God, I thought like it was a zombie. And I couldn't tell him. I was like, this would be the second time this has happened to me this week. Because I didn't want to spoil the show for him.
All right, so Mayhem versus absolute mayhem. Just give him that zombie template.
I mean, Jason Todd Austin would be cool. I'm just saying, give him a white streak.
I'll say he might be pissed about. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I guess his version would be pissed that you're not focused enough on the North End specifically.
That we gave you. We have another Hornet. She's working on it.
I mean, I will say that like
maybe that's not what took his title and his job.
Yeah, I mean, not to get too deep onto that tangent, but like the more I think about it, I was gonna say we don't really have an equivalent to the Lazarus Pit right now.
Yeah.
We don't really establish because as a general rule, death is a fairly permanent thing. Minus time travel.
I mean, that's also like RC. The person is not huge on like resurrection storylines.
Yeah, in general. Well, also we had a bigger fight about. My concept is that there's no heaven in the Mayhem verse, but everyone really fought back against that.
Everyone was like, "What the fuck."
I went full on reincarnation to escaping the cycle is paradise. Bone Man Pit. Jeez, what the fuck is going on here? Oh, what's it called? The Lazarus Pit. I did not make the connection. All right, thinking about, so my general philosophy when I'm making a lot of characters is that their abilities.
Actually, Claude does have a good point. Hell is canonical, but heaven isn't. That's fucked up.
Yeah. But also, you can escape our hell.
Can you? We have yet to do it.
Sorry, I guess I'm just going under the assumption that if there are portals there and things coming out of it, theoretically, we don't know how this House Van Helsing series will end.
Super dope. Like, I still have no idea. She's just been in hell for a while. Maybe she'll start riding your motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean, so that is also the funny thing here is canonically the events of the last House Van Helsing and Ignite adventure, along with both Sticky Steve adventures and the main series season finale, they all take place on the same day. So we had the attack on Dolarzara, the attack on London, and let me see, and the attack on the Big Iron, all happening at the same time.
Khaled, we met a god at some point, and yet RC won't let us have a fucking paradise, heaven.
Yeah.
Rude.
Listen, just because Odin is canon doesn't have to mean Valhalla is.
RC, I know you're supposed to be God or whatever. I reject your teachings.
I ain't teaching you anything. Anyway, to go back to my design philosophy for characters, typically I try to treat their main abilities, like strength, stamina, agility, I treat that as how the character would be if they were depowered. And I try to generally have all of the majority of their points coming from their powers, if that's, or equipment or whatever they get their bonuses from. The game in no way requires you to do this. That's just how I've always done it. Because then it also makes it really easy. Like, oh, something sapped you and took away your powers. What are my stats? Here you go. That being said, strength. Let's see. There's a chart on here that tells us. I'm trying to remember where the chart is that shows weight. Nope, I need to. Oh, maybe there's. Okay. Well, that one's a little less helpful. Could have sworn there was something that said, like, someone help me out. I could have sworn there is a chart like this. This is what I was looking for. What do we think?
I've looked at this book even less than you. I cannot help you.
Yeah, let me zoom in. The question is, from the mass rank chart here, what do we think that normal Hornet without his sapped of his powers, what he should be able to lift?
I mean, I would imagine him like a relatively strong man.
So
not like
probably
Arnold
an adult
Schwarzenegger.
human. Probably a level 3 here with adult human.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so strength.
Like, I would imagine he's not Arnold Schwarzenegger, but if he, if he worked at a store, he could like lift a box of books.
That makes sense. Which would be less than an adult human, pretty much. Hopefully. Let me zoom back out here.
Oh, I thought you were saying he has the strength of an adult human. No, you were saying he can lift an adult human.
Lift an adult human, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
That's what rank
I got
3
you
would
now.
be. He should be able to lift a motorcycle, is what Callan says. I never got the implication that Austin Yates was that particularly strong.
No, I figured that's what the suit was for.
Well, Austin didn't have a suit.
He didn't.
Yeah. Pam's the one who has a suit. Austin was just wearing a hoodie and jeans.
Yeah. It's been a while. He's been dead for a hot second.
I was going to say, I forget, we talked about it back when it happened, but there was a point we reached where you had been a hero for like you had been a hero without Austin longer than you had been a hero with Austin.
Yeah. Yes, that's sad.
What I said, or Squire's statement of we know he can't lift giants on drugs.
Both. Jesus Christ.
Which presumably would weigh more than a motorcycle.
Yep.
I guess actually a motorcycle is pretty dense. Anyway. Stamina. Well, we know he's not strong enough to handle being crushed by a giant on drugs.
I'm just thinking, it is weird that like this character that you're like, I'm gonna make this tragic backstory. Had to make it named the same thing as the city I live in, asshole.
Yeah.
Like,
agility, I would put that probably at one of his higher ones, so I will just mark that off for now. Scrolling down, we've got intellect. He was never particularly, like, I wouldn't call him a dumb character by any stretch, but
no.
I would probably give him like a 1 in intellect.
Yeah.
Awareness, so his will resistance.
And every now and then it comes out that we actually gave like Ruby like genius level intellect. I'm like, she's smart. Don't take this away from me.
Well, it's funny because I was gonna say I forget if 4th edition here has the same chart, but 3rd edition had a chart that lists. Here we go. Yeah, that if you're above 7, you're the pinnacle of human achievement. So like,
Ruby's not that high.
No, but I do. I'm gonna say her 5 is best in a nation. So yeah, I'm gonna give him for most of these at least above average. Presence, actually, I would say presence he's lower. He's like at a 0 on because, well, he's a bartender, but he's a little rough around the edges. That's why Yardak didn't really like him at first.
Yeah,
so probably keep that at a 0.
I was like, I remember just being like, stop being mopey.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give him a 4 in agility. So we got 3 strength, 1 stamina, 4 agility. Intellect 1, awareness 1, presence 0. 0 being, normal average person. So that's got us at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's 20 points in his abilities. All right. Let's go down to the next section. Oh, I guess now you choose this. So he's going to be a size category medium. So just normal person.
I mean, was he that normal? He kept sneaking in through windows.
Normal sized.
Yeah. I was
You're
like,
right,
I
I'm
have
sorry.
a door, you weirdo. I think Helen's right with the street smarts versus book smarts.
Definitely. Skills. Where's the good list of skills? How do they not have it on? Here we go. All right. Acrobatics. I mean, yeah, again, I would kind of like his agility. I would consider him a pretty acrobatic person. Like that was kind of his main thing was avoiding getting hit, much more so than tanking hits.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to give him, we're going to give him, he's a PL6. Let's give him 8 ranks in acrobatics. Athletics, I'll give him 6 ranks. Close combat, we'll come back around to that once we're actually developing his powers. Deception, he snuck, well, that's stealth. Deception, I'll say a lot of his abilities didn't require him to lie. He was probably more intimidating people more than deceiving them.
I was like, maybe he was lying by omission, but he wasn't like outright lying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess let's give him a couple ranks. We'll give him 4 ranks in deception because he was having to like lie to his boss and da 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 da.
Not well. The boss Jack definitely knew.
Yeah, but he didn't know Jack knew.
Just because Jack didn't let him, just because Jack let him believe he lied well, does not believe he was lying. Does not mean.
Yeah, that's why I gave him 4 ranks and not a ton. Yeah. Expertise, I guess, streetwise.
Streetwise definitely be good.
And we'll give him, we'll say 6 ranks in that. I forgot disguise is now its own separate skill.
Oh.
In this book. I'll have to go back and double check and make sure that's still accurate.
That will be
Um,
interesting when we're making Ruby.
Yeah, now keep in mind,
Sweet.
disguise is separate from illusion.
Oh,
Yeah,
then never
illusion is still a
mind.
power. Yeah, this is just your
So,
ability.
so would I use disguise, like, say, when I just make clothes, as opposed to illusion stuff around me to hide?
I guess we'll take a look once we're in the powers section, but I
Yeah.
believe, like, again, illusion is still its own whole separate thing. I think it might even talk
Mhm.
about how disguise works.
I mean,
Um,
because a lot of times I'll just like when we would sneak into the to gang stuff, I would just like make a
yeah,
jacket to like blend in.
right. I'm gonna give him 2 ranks of disguise and like kind of like that. Like he's able to like grab something off a coat rack and kind of change,
Hmm.
but he's not, it's not entirely he's not a prosthetics expert or anything.
Yeah.
Insight. I could say he's pretty insightful, so I'm gonna say like 4 ranks.
I mean, he figured Ruby out.
True, true. What do you think, chat? Do you think 4 ranks, or should we give him a little more since he was able to figure out someone else's secret identity?
I would go up.
Yeah, we think 6, 8.
Ruby's secret identity was always like super like not easy to figure out. It was never weird that Ruby was hanging out with that ambassador. Um,
All right, Squire's leaning towards 4, so let's meet in the middle. We'll say 6.
works for me.
Intimidation. This is where I feel like he'd be high, so probably like an 8. He might not be intimidating to like superheroes, but to the average everyday mook, probably. Languages is also now its own skill. Let's scroll down and look into that because yeah, actually we'll look at disguise and
God,
we'll look at languages. So, disguise. You can use makeup, costumes, and other props to alter your appearance. Your disguise check result determines the effectiveness of the disguise opposed by others' perception check results. The GM makes perception checks immediately when others first encounter your disguise, and at each hour or day thereafter, depending on circumstances. The GM makes disguise checks secretly, so you are not sure exactly how well the disguise holds up under scrutiny.
Oh, I hate that. No, thank you.
I mean, I believe
why secretly?
Technically, I believe that's how illusion works as well. You don't know until they reveal that they see through your illusion.
I don't like it.
Yes, because that disadvantages you.
Yes. I'm not hiding that. Like,
disguise is heavily dependent on circumstances. Favorable ones include appropriate costuming, a subject resembling your normal appearance, while unfavorable results include disguising yourself as a subject distinctly different from your normal appearance or not having sufficient props, which can be up to a -5 modifier. If you are impersonating a particular individual, anyone who knows that individual gets a bonus to their perception check. Regular associates get a +2, while friends get a +5, and intimate loved ones get a +10. Successfully acting like who you appear to be requires a deception check with a DC equal to your observer's deception check or insight check, modified by familiarity if the observer knows the subject well, as mentioned previously. The disguise normally requires at least time rank 6 of 8 minutes of preparation to be done as a routine check. You can speed up the process by 1 time rank for every -5 penalty you take. That all being said, I really don't think he's very good at disguise, so I'm keeping it at 2. Scrolling down to languages.
I mean, and I'm trying to remember, did I meet Hornet before I knew it was Austin and didn't recognize him?
You had a brief encounter with him at a distance.
Okay.
When he was fighting the mob, but he pretty much, I believe if I remember correctly, he distinctly avoided you all, and then later that same night came to your house because he had been shot during that encounter looking for assistance.
Okay, so I was like, he hid, but I was like, did he like actually keep it? Yeah, if he's keeping
to think you were fighting like low-level mobs early on, and now you fight aliens in space and, kind of magic sorceresses.
So this is some Riverdale shit.
The power scaling's off all over the place.
Yeah.
Languages. With 1 rank in languages, you are fluent in an additional language. Each rank requires double the number of additional language to double the number. Sorry. Each additional rank doubles the number of languages you know. So rank 2, you get 2. You get 4 at rank 3, 8 at rank 4, and so on. I don't think we established that Austin knows any other languages.
No, I don't think so.
So we're gonna.
He knows how to speak movie nerd because of Ruby,
and only because of Ruby.
Yeah.
This is not too far off from the scaling we've been doing. In Naruto, they start out by saving a cat and go on to fight basically a god.
Oop.
Also, Rachel, I forget, did you get to watch the most recent Redacted Rangers stream? Were you in the chat for that?
For a little bit, not the entire time.
Oh, so you didn't get to see the ending with the map and everything?
I saw the map a little bit.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you realize, but they got to fight Decay.
I did see that.
All right. Also, its own skill now is magic instead of being a subsection of expertise. Again, Austin didn't really know any magic, so I'm going to give that a big old goose egg.
I was like, 0 magic. Austin knew 0 magic.
What if it turns out that Austin was like level 1 rank of magic?
Why didn't you use that so you didn't fucking die, dude?
All right, first off, magic doesn't automatically mean like he knows how to suspend himself to live. For all you know, he just knew how to make like pull a rabbit out of a hat. But like he's actually doing it.
That one that would clearly like it was like if he's doing like the real life magic tricks, that's clearly sleight of hand.
No. But I'm saying that he's pulling a rabbit from the ether in this scenario. All right, but yeah, this will definitely affect characters like Equinox. Maybe Red Hornet will know magic. I'm loving Red Hornet as a character concept. He was the world's greatest mage, but didn't know it. He had all these like little magical events keep happening to him, and he just kept going, "Oh, that's weird." So knowing lore, technique, improvised effects.
Oh my god, it's like in Harry Potter, where like I don't know, some of the kids ended up on the roof because of
yeah, exactly, same idea. Perception. I think he's decently perceptive, so I'll give him a 4.
Yeah.
Because again, he's only a rank 6 person, so I'm not going to go crazy. Another one that's been spun out to its own is performance as a skill.
Performance as in like what you would have like if you're playing a bard in D&D?
Yeah. Acting, comedy, dance, keyboards, oratory, instruments, poetry, singing, wind instruments.
I think like Ruby would have a teeny bit in that just because she's around like the movie business so much.
Yeah. Is this Hornet's new nemesis? I think that one's also already taken.
Yeah. Is that what the show? What is the show with the teenage girls on?
Oh, that's Yellow Jackets. I'm saying that there is a superhero called Yellow Jacket, or sorry, supervillain called Yellow Jacket. He's an enemy of Ant-Man.
There's a lot
also,
of
the show Yellow Jackets rocks. It's so good.
I know it's really good. There's something I found out about the show that is like my biggest ick that I don't know if I could get past it.
I mean, Rachel, you're a scaredy cat, so I don't think a lot of the show is for you.
Yeah, I am a scaredy cat, but like the true thing that gives me the biggest like, oh. And you know what? As far as things that give you I'm not saying what it is, so I don't like spoil it for people because I think it is like a reveal.
Message it to me though, because I'm very curious what it is. Rip.
This is gonna be
Someone didn't see the first Ant-Man movie. But anyway, yeah. I'm gonna say performance. I'm gonna give him 2. We'll give him 1. Persuasion.
I did message you, RC.
Okay. Persuasion. I think he could be persuasive. He convinced Ruby to join him on a mission.
That's true.
Yeah, so let me go back to my notes. I lost my page. There we go. So persuasion, we'll give him I'm thinking a 4. Chat, what do you think? He's a little persuasive, but not crazy persuasive. Ranged combat, again, we'll come back to that once we're actually making powers, because I don't feel like there's a point to it yet.
Everyone being like, tell me what your ick is, Rachel.
Sleight of hand. He was probably doing some sleight of hand.
Yeah, he's pulling rabbits out of hats.
Stealth, I think, is probably going to be one of his highest, so I'm actually going to put that one as a 10. This would be much better if I actually had the original Hornet sheet. Unfortunately, we're just going straight off the dome.
Actually, this is a big enough thing that my phone does not want me writing about that it like refuses to let me spell it correctly. Like, even when I'm pretty sure I had it right, it autocorrect something else.
Was it persuasive, or was that Ruby wouldn't say no? Survival. I don't feel like he was really a wilderness kind of guy, so we're going to go with 0 on that.
He survived on the streets.
Technology, I think he probably hacked like a thing or two maybe, so I'll give him a 2.
Yeah.
Treatment, yeah, I think he definitely treated his own wounds a little bit. So we'll go with a 2 on that. You know, he's not particularly specialized. And vehicles, we'll give him... what do we think, chat? 2 for vehicles? He didn't drive. He didn't have a car. He didn't need one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this means like survival in the wilderness, tracking, you know, animal tracks and things.
Survival. Survival rank, not enough.
Dang, that would make a great t-shirt.
We should do that. And then maybe we'll be like, what is this from? A random stream.
Well, I'll say we had sticky month for Steve this past year, so maybe next month we'll do a Hornet month.
Half of it will be for Pam, half of it will be for Austin.
Exactly. All right. Well, now we're on to advantages, which for the most part cost 1 point per advantage. Okay, well, for Squire, then, I will take away his 2 ranks in vehicles. Yes, into the Hornet verse. All right, so one of the things they added with this is the concept of command advantages and heroic advantages. These are advantages, like, for instance, one of the heroic advantages is luck, and you are limited to how many you can take for that. And I believe that is across the board. Like, you can have up to, like, X number of ranks in heroic advantages.
Don't limit me.
And yet I will. So let's see. Player character and power levels. Half of the series power level rounded down. So I guess this is where it gets complicated because the power level of the series is 10, but he's only a 6. So I'm going to say that it's going to go based on his level, since presumably he would only be played in a game of other power level 6s. So that gives him access to 3. And command advantages are also limited in rank. Let me see here. Oh, a character cannot have more total ranks in all of their command advantages than their presence rank. Meaning characters with presence rank 0 or less cannot have command advantages. RIP. Well, I guess we'll come back around to presence and see if that comes back to bite us a little. Since we gave him a 0 in that.
Yeah, I think I was like, oh no, don't make me do math. Again, I picked the wrong fucking hobby.
Well, we gave him a 0, so he can't have any.
Well, that explains why he died.
Yep.
I want to point out that Callan agrees with me that the thing that my ick is, that is indeed an ick. I am correct.
Listen, I'm not here to tell you how to be. Let's see here. Agile grab. You are not vulnerable while grabbing. I don't feel like he was like, yes, he was probably grabbing folks, but that's not something he was so specialized in. Alternate feint.
Yeah, he just let them fall on him.
Jesus Christ. Everyone's being real mean to this dead guy.
So I don't cry. Because you made me sad. 5 years ago, when did you kill him off?
I mean, yeah, he was definitely like grabbing folks. Like, I think he definitely like, tried to grapple with some of his enemies, but I don't remember that being like.
I dropped something and I'm trying to find it.
Thanks for joining us, Blake. And we'll see you on the next one, hopefully.
I'm not going far. I literally just dropped something and I'm trying to find it before I forget about it.
Good call. Alternate feint lets you feint using a different trait. Again, not a thing I think he's super used often. So alternative. Ooh, I love this.
Part of the chair I accidentally knocked off, and I was like, I should put that back.
Oh, rip. Ooh, I love this as a new advantage. Alternate initiative.
It's just this thing that covers a screw, but I was like, I should put that back.
But alternate initiative is based on mental ability instead of your, what I believe is normally agility. Animal empathy. I don't really feel like that was as strong. I mean, I know he had a dog, but that doesn't necessarily mean he can use interaction skills on animals without issue. I mean, technically, he was snatching people off the streets, just people doing crimes.
Yeah.
And handing them to the police.
Here you go. Crime. Why did you let them out?
Officer tries to explain the concept of rehabilitation. Austin's already left.
No. I meant the next day when Ainsley Goldtooth or whatever the fuck his name was. We're like,
oh my god, Ainsley Goldtooth.
what the fuck was his last name?
Yeah, why the hell am I blanking on it? Hayes? No.
Time for him to make a comeback, apparently.
No, it definitely wasn't Banks.
No, I don't think. If Kellen doesn't know, we're screwed.
Yeah. Oh no. Aha. Thank goodness there are some. Oh, Ainsley was his last name. His first name was Elliot.
Oh, that's why I couldn't. I got Goldtooth and Ainsley.
Yeah. Oh, Ainsley Hayes is the character from The West Wing.
Oh.
That's where I was like, is it Hayes? And I was like, why does that sound familiar?
That's the I was gonna say the girl. That's not like.
That doesn't narrow it down.
The blonde one.
Yeah, exactly.
Who, yeah. The only thing that's popping into my head is when she's dancing around and the president walks in and that's when he meets her.
Yeah. Assessments advantage that allows you to use insight to learn an opponent's combat abilities. I could potentially see him having that. So I'll write that down for now. We also might end early tonight, folks, because it's been a really long day for me. So I may potentially and unfortunately make this a two-parter, but I am wanting to force myself to learn the new edition a little more, or at least the rules as is.
Work was stressful.
Let's see here. Beginner's luck. Get a +5 bonus with a rank 4 or less skill. No, I don't think he was that much of a beginner. I know it's not only for that, but like his thing wasn't being a skill monkey.
No.
Blind shot. Ignore concealment penalties for ranged attacks. He actually didn't have any ranged attacks except throwing stuff.
Yeah. He was good at punching.
Yeah. Blind strike. Ignore concealment penalties for close attacks. Again, these are cool to know. Like, these are new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Close attack will come back to close defense. Oh, that's cool. You can specifically increase your defense against close range attacks. Because, that's one thing to note is that there is not separate parry and dodge anymore in the new version. Or again, we still have to double check. It is all combined into a defense rank, but you do have the option to specialize within that defense rank with like additional defense skill in like ranged versus close if you want. So like you could have like a minimum, like let's say your character has 4 defense normally. You could also, if they're particularly for some reason would make sense, they were good at moving around in close combat, they could have additional close combat defense. Let's see here. Connections, call in favors or assistance with a persuasion check. He didn't have any connections. That's the thing that I say really differentiates Hornet 1 from Hornet 2. Is Hornet 1 did not start recognizing the value of connection until too late in his career.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that, like, he just didn't. He didn't until he started.
Mhm.
He finally reached out to Ruby. I think he said he'd been doing it 6-7 years at that point. He's just been
Yeah.
operating from the shadows, operating
He'd
as a
been
myth.
operating by the Oliver Queen mode of like, I'm just gonna sit here and brood.
Well, no, even Oliver Queen. Like, if you look at the Arrow, if we're talking about the Arrow show, like
Yeah, I
from the
I
get
just
go,
want to
he
make
had
fun of
somebody.
Oliver Queen.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to let you. But even from the get go, he had allies.
I will make fun of Bargain Bin Batman as much as I want.
No, I'll never give your van back. God damn it!
Then you'll give me an extra hero point every time.
I'll stop doing
Yeah,
that too.
That is all. That is true, Khaled. He is Bargain Bin Batman. That is an accurate. I came up with that description when I was watching Arrow for the first time, and then I was taking a screenwriting class, and we were reading Hollywood scripts, and we read Batman Begins, and I went, "This is the same."
It's not that I disagree with you; it's that you're saying it disparagingly.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, that's accurate.
Let's see here. Contacts again wouldn't make sense for him. Counterattack. Oh yeah. So another thing in the new edition, you get every round you have the option for a reaction. So this is an example of one. Counterattack. Use your reaction to attack an opponent who just hit you. I feel like I could see him having that.
I could.
Yeah, so I'm going to put that down for now. Callan, don't make me kill Ignite. It's going to be really unfortunate when the stream starts and he just falls into a lake of lava.
Here's the thing. Callan's right.
Yeah, but I'm a petty god. You forgot about that part. Critical volley. On a critical hit, you get
You
to make
cannot
a
keep the truth. You cannot keep the truth down, RC.
Sure, I can.
Also, Stephen Amell is just annoying on the internet.
Oh, that's true. That's absolutely true. Sorry, let me phrase this the most succinct way I can think. Stephen Amell did a very good job with the role that he was written for.
That's fair. But it was closer to Bruce Wayne than Oliver Queen.
Yeah. I mean, I would say, again, like, Bargain Bin Batman is accurate, but I wouldn't say that he was exactly Bruce Wayne because, like, they were not the same character. But I will also agree with Callan is that he was not the more witty, sarcastic, rich show-off that we see in most versions of Green Arrow, like Justice League Unlimited. And
say,
Callan,
every time Stephen Amell talks about hating that grave meme, the more I want to use it.
Yeah, that's fair. Where was I? Critical volley. On a critical hit, make a second range attack. He doesn't have any range attacks. Damaging escape. Follow and escape with an attack action. Oh, that's cool. So if someone has you like in a snare or something and you get out of it, you can in turn attack them. I don't think that will apply to him, but that's really cool. Oh, this one's fun. Inflict damage with a successful grab check. Again, doesn't really apply to him, but I like it. Dazing interaction. Make an impress check to daze or stun. That's bonkers.
I was like, Callan, you should not get emotionally attached to any character you're playing in a Horrorween stream.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we're not doing one this year.
I was about to ask. I was like, I don't know what's going on with that.
No, I mean, unless something really changes in the next week, I'm going to say no because I'm really trying to focus on getting Underground Records out on time this year.
That's fair.
I will try to make some plans for Halloween next year. Plus, I also felt like with having the House Van Helsing stuff still in the waiting, I wanted to get that done. But yeah,
I mean,
it's definitely
we're literally in hell in House Van Helsing. So
yeah. So it definitely felt like of the right tone for the season, which is why I didn't feel too bad about not having a Halloween.
You should have us run into one of the Horrorween villains we killed in hell.
Not a terrible idea.
That happens sometimes. Especially when I get some good ideas, especially when I came up with Bargain Bin Batman. Damn,
it's really unfortunate that Marion immediately falls into a lake of fire.
I No, I called him
But
that.
she
sort
takes
of
the
like-
motorcycle with her.
Yeah. I used that term to describe Oliver Queen once. Someone was like, "Where did that come from?" And I was like, "Me. I came up with that."
Defensive grab. Use your reaction to grab an opponent who just missed you. Again, I don't feel like these are cool abilities, and I'm glad to know that they exist, but I don't feel like they're applicable.
Yeah.
Isaac, meet Isaac. Two guys, both in hell.
Ooh.
Oh, wait, that's unfortunate. That implies that the the kid who died in your Halloween went to hell.
Yeah, that's why I specifically said villain. Like I specifically was thinking the monster.
Listen, some of these protagonists can suck too.
That's true.
Maybe you'll meet Austin down there. Who's to say?
However, the Horrorween characters I played were mostly like innocent teenagers.
Yeah. Wait, the monster in yours wasn't named Isaac. Isaac, the monster in yours was well, now I gotta pull up my notes and double check, but now I'm feeling really uncertain. Where did I write it?
I don't remember.
Callan,
That's why
remind
I'm
me
not
which
saying
one-
anything.
Callan, remind me which one that was, because I'm looking back at my notes and that does not match with what I got. Come back to that in a second once Callan responds, but defensive grab, defensive roll, +1 toughness checks per rank, maybe. Oh, so I guess you don't know about this, Rachel. One of the major differentiating factors of the 4th edition is they have changed the math to somewhat simplify it. Previously,
Simplify math. Good.
Well, wait, don't. We're not out of the woods yet. Previously,
I know.
when you figured out an affliction to do the DC, it was your rank plus 10. But to figure
Yes.
out damage specifically, it was rank plus 15.
Yes.
They have made both of them now rank plus 10.
Okay.
But even if you're successful in your rank on a damage attack, you still take a -1. Unless you have certain abilities that let you bypass that.
Why must it hurt me?
I mean, the concept to me that makes sense is it keeps the combat flowing.
But I don't like that it hurts me.
No, I get that because that disadvantages you.
Yes.
Field of Doom, the bad guy's name was Hooper. Double checking. I'm so certain about that, though. Trying to see if I can pull up my notes. All right, let's see here. Determination is one of the heroic ones, and it allows you to remove a dazed, fatigued, or stunned, or new resistance check. You know what? Since we're not going to finish this up tonight, I'm going to go pull up the damage thing, because I think that'll be interesting to talk about. Sorry for those who have stuck with us, specifically in the hopes of building an entire Hornet.
Yeah.
But we will come back to this. I'll make sure to make a post. I'll maybe try and make it happen sometime this coming week. But I feel like explaining the new damage thing, it's again, all of this is a work in progress. Some of this has already been changed, but I will show you the version from the book specifically. So the way that it worked in this initial edition, at least, was if you succeeded by 2 or more degrees, you avoided, if you had hardened, impenetrable, or impervious, you received no damage conditions. So basically, you had to succeed by more than 5. And that would allow you to, not get hurt at all. And then if you had succeeded by 0 to 5, or 0 to 4, I guess it would be, you do take the -1 penalty. If you failed, you took the -1 penalty, which is now called a hit, which I'm glad there's an actual terminology like in the book for that specifically. along with Dazed. And then this is the thing that was really this one has definitely been changed, but it was very controversial. Was at failure of 2 degrees, you took a hit and a stun, which would basically leave you unable to do anything for your turn.
Oof.
And staggered. And then kind of
I
similar
repeat,
before.
oof. If you say that would already changed.
Yeah, that one got a lot of that particular aspect of the stun got a lot of kickback. I'm double checking that stunned means what I think
Everyone
it means.
was like, no.
Yeah. So let's see. Let me make sure I'm thinking of it correctly. Stunned. Where is stunned? Why is here we go. A stunned character cannot take any actions, including free actions or reactions, and it halves their dodge rank. A character stunned by damage can make a DC 10 stamina check each round at the end of their turn. Success removes the condition. Failure means it remains. So yeah, it was just kind of, took you, as I say, you weren't completely out of the fight, but in a game where you usually only get maybe like more often than not like 5 turns.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. So yeah, that was. I'm gonna stop screen sharing now. But yeah, I next time we come back to this too, I'll have the errata document pulled up so that we can have the most up-to-date version as we're going, or at least I can make sure I'm being clear on what's the most up-to-date version of the rules. But yeah, we'll have some fun with that. We'll make some more characters. Hopefully, Rachel, you'll be able to join us, but obviously not holding you to that.
Hopefully. Ugh. Let's figure out when we're going to do that.
Yeah. We'll make sure to make a post in Discord and online and everything. And I'll update our calendar
Kellen
on
back
our website.
and will be back momentarily? That is the real question.
Yeah, I was like, Kellen was figuring out about the bad guy from his Halloween, so we'll vamp a little bit. We'll buy him some time, but I could have sworn the character's name was Hooper. Because that's what I have in my notes here. Because he was also one of the few that's dead. I'm going to say... Yeah, I don't have an Isaac, and I have a notes document here that's all of our villains that have ever appeared in things and where they currently are. Well, not everywhere they currently are, but like which ones are in the Big Iron, which ones are in Stryker Prison, which ones are elsewhere.
We gotta keep track of those guys.
Which ones do Union have? Where's Dr. Sloan Matthews? For a lot of them, though, I also have a section that's just like free and dead. So like, I'm not keeping track of exactly where they are necessarily for those folks. And then I do have a section actually that we have enough of these that I have Atlantean custody. Because some people are just under the jurisdiction of the Atlantean government. But yeah, I don't know. It's been really cool to keep doing this over the last 7 years.
It has been. I know I'm yawning, and it's nothing to do with the show.
No, you hate me. You actually want to leave. I get it.
Oh my god, RC, when we're not, I'll tell you about some of the shit that happened with work.
Oh no.
An IT person made a mistake on the back end and
Ruined a whole bunch of people's days.
Yep.
Yeah.
Made it so a bunch of people lost remote access.
Well, that's not good. That's
including my boss's boss.
Oof. Yeah, let me have everybody in the chat. Can I have you sound off? I want to know who's left here with us, who stayed with us to the very end.
Yeah. But no, it's been great, and it's like such a fun game to play, and it's been so fun like developing a character over this long, and I miss my theater days, and I feel like this is how I get my acting bug out, is this show.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see.
Here's the thing about doing community theater in Austin is there are professional actors here.
All right. We got Squire still in the chat. Squire, I feel like you've been with us like pretty much I feel like since we started doing streams, I've seen you in our chat.
I think so.
And Calvin, as I say, I can't wait till the next time I get to see you. Hopefully you'll be at Origins. That'd be cool.
I'm hoping to be at Origins. I haven't bought anything for it yet or anything. But
I was like, I am doing my best to give peer pressure to the entire Mayhem cast.
Pressure.
What was that?
I said peer pressure, peer pressure.
That I was gonna say to you, when is Origins? That's a great and very interesting looking question you got there.
Yeah. I'm
Dang,
also trying
Squire, I did not realize you started that early on.
Damn, you've been here since the beginning. You were here before someone made a comment about our show being serious.
Right. And as for Origins, it is June 17th to the 21st of 2026 at the Greater Columbus Convention Center.
Can't promise how long I'd be there. Can't promise I won't have to take my work computer with me.
Yeah, the same kind of applies to me. But the hope is that we will be there because I know we're trying to put together some really cool events.
Yeah. I don't know. Buy some of our merch down.
I was like, if you would like to see us at cool events like Origins or maybe PAX Unplugged or PAX East or even Gen Con, a great way to do that is by supporting us. And that
I will say I promise nothing about Gen Con because of it being always near Star Trek Las Vegas.
Listen, if you want to see me at cool events specifically, then you can support us by going to one of the following links, whether it's mayhemcast.store for our merch store or Ko-fi. You can. Oh, that was supposed to be. There we go. Nope, that's still not doing it. Oh, you have to hit. I get why. You have to make it a ticker first. There we go. Mayhemcast.store gets you our merch store where we've got posters, we've got t-shirts, we've got, I believe, a couple. Do we have a mug now? I think we have a mug with the Union logo on it, which is pretty sick. And then also
I might need to get that.
Yeah, I was gonna say on our and on our Ko-fi, that's how you can join in. We do special private live streams that are specific to that audience. You get to see that long before anybody else. We also get to do
the first one we did. I kept rolling twos. That's the kind of content you get.
That's the kind of content we strive to offer here at Mayhem Cast Industries. But yeah. Let's say so. Yeah, we have stickers, t-shirts, merch, poster. We got a cool poster. Actually, I'm going to show this one off because I think this is possibly one of the coolest bits of merch we have. Actually, it's on my wall. It's a Clash Club comic cover for the special event where Hyperact returned to Riverside.
Can you make yourself bigger?
I'm just gonna share the screen so that I can show y'all.
That is fair.
Boom. Let's say, and then I can zoom in on this. Oh, zooming in that way doesn't help at all. Oh, that's weird. It keeps resizing to avoid getting any bigger.
It's like, no. How dare
That's
you?
That's crazy. But yeah, that's one of my favorite things that we've made. I want to get, and that's the other thing too. Supporting us through Ko-fi and through merch sales also helps make sure that we can get more cool stuff made. Like I can hire the artists that did that to make us more. I would love to have more comic covers to represent the different arcs we've had.
The more merch you buy, the more merch you can have. It's
a great cycle.
Yeah.
We'd love to have more like comic pages of some of people's favorite events, and again, like I think, being able to go to
convince RC of my idea of making paper dolls of the characters because we can't afford action figures.
But maybe with your help someday we could.
Yeah. I like you the first time I described that paper dolls idea. You did not get it at all, and I explained it to Bree the idea, and Bree was like, "Oh, that's brilliant!" And I was like, "Girls get it. Girls get the paper doll idea."
Listen. Just let me have you. Oh darn! It's not working. There we go. Let me have you just come join me here real quick. I don't know where I would get those made.
They would be like cardboard. They would not be that hard.
I'm not making them. That sounds like effort. I have a merch store so that I don't have to make things by hand.
That's
All right,
fair.
let's go back to where we
Hey,
were.
I
Now
made-
we're
I
too
made
far.
Murph-
Now this is too intimate. I don't like this anymore.
I made Murph back there.
And I commend you for that.
Yeah. I do have an idea of making one of the art from doing something similar to Murph for one of Bree's things.
All right.
Maybe I could do a cardboard cutout or something from our show.
Maybe. All this to say, it's been a great 7 years. Here's
Yeah.
to 7 more.
Yeah.
All right, you guys all heard it. Rachel committed.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Have a great evening, and we will see you later on. Bye.